And I
So
just
going big and uncut.
I just won't hit record until we're ready to start the game.
Ah, okay.
Okay, so chat away, guys.
That just comes the question, what do we actually really want to chat about before the game starts?
I was focusing on trying to find the alternate spellcasting stuff, so I need to figure out what I need to alter. I don't remember where that page is on... Because we use we use Mystimon casting, but then for the actual rules of choosing spells, we use the alternate spellcasting table. So I was looking for where that table was, because I forget.
Running audio test now. Testing. 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3. People.
1 to the 2 and the 2 to the 3. Hey, you were doing the 1, 2, 3 thing, so I just couldn't not.
I guess that works. No audio coming through. I have to look at...
No audio? Great.
The only thing going through is Chrome, for whatever reason. Windows, why do you do this to me? I have the track set up properly. I have the stream mix channel. Okay. That should be working. Hey, Shadow.
Hello.
Testing audio again. Testing.
Hello.
1, 2, 3. 3, 2, 1. Testing.
1 to the 2, the 2 to the 3.
Hello. It is I, Shadow.
The Hedgehog.
I can only do the old Shadow, sadly, not the new one.
Jeez. If anything, I think I could do a pretty decent Blaze voice, but I'm not entirely sure.
Sonic.
I'm gonna deafen myself. Okay, that's working now. Let's see if this goes where... Everything's working. The only thing I changed was I turned off the monitor audio thing. For some reason that was on monitor and output. turned that off, and that fixed it. Okay.
Nice.
We should be ready to start the game soon.
Yippee!
You get way too excited, Shadow.
Okay. Alright, man. I'll just steal my resolve then.
Yeah,
How do
every
you know
single one
it's
of
not a
us will just
performance
sigh in disappointment when you tell us that we're gonna start playing.
You mean I can do
God,
things
really?
now?
Okay. Well, fine, I guess.
That's not what it meant.
Listen, man, I enjoy Mystimon Saga. What can I say, man?
I think we all do.
Apologies for being a
paid.
fan.
I think we all do. Especially when I start.
No, not with these new rules. I'm not allowed to agree.
Oh, God. Hey, thanks for following, Finny Rapper. Some people come up with the weirdest name. Sorry about that.
That's a good
Wow.
name.
Someone joins
That's
and you immediately rag on their name.
That's a perfect name. I love it, man.
Thanks for following.
I was about to say the internet is both the best and worst place to be, depending on what quadrant you look at.
Absolutely.
That I agree with.
Life is a rich
Life is
tapestry.
like that one kind of like bobbing for apples game. You know, like the ones that you find at carnivals.
Oh,
Like Life is pretty much one of those like bobbing for apple games that you can find at like carnival.
Not anymore, I don't think. I don't think people do that anymore. I think it's widely recognized to be unsanitary.
Yes,
They
this
still
is
do dunk
stupid.
tanks though.
Quite possibly, it quite possibly kind of fell out of style since 2020.
It's just yes, this is stupid.
Even before 2020, I don't think I've ever seen someone actually go bobbing for apples.
Yeah, I don't
I
think I've
think
seen
the closest
anybody
that
bobbing
we've-
for apples outside of Riverdale / like the film adaptation of a Stephen King novel.
Yeah, in real life, in real life, I've never seen a bobbing for apples thing.
Yeah.
If anything, it's
I
probably just
haven't
more
either,
of
but
a-
I haven't been to many parties.
Well, people definitely don't do them at parties, but they don't really do them at fairs anymore. I feel like the only time you see somebody doing something like that, it's on like a variety show or some kind of improv.
I haven't even
Content.
That
been to
was
the
illegal.
fair in years.
oh, that's so sad. The fair is
I just
such a
thought that
fun
was more of a
place,
medieval thing.
especially for the
Fairs
fun.
are delightful.
Yeah, and the food. I go there for the food. Fair food is like
Their food is
my
terrible.
kryptonite.
I should change that. I should go to the fair again one of these years.
Every
that
one of
one
my
from
coworkers
Funnel Cake.
lives in one of my coworkers lives in it's either Wisconsin or Michigan. I don't remember which. But he every time the fair comes around, because they have one of like the biggest state fairs in the country, he sends us the like billet that the county sends out with all of the new fair food for that year, and it's always stuff like fried butter, fried lemonade, fried beer.
What? How do you
Listen.
fry a drink?
It's like every year. Yeah, it's like literally every year the people who do the fair food like challenge each other to fry something that one wouldn't imagine could even possibly physically be fried?
Yeah, I was about to say, like, my biggest fucking question was, how do you fry lemonade?
That's
How
a
do you
great
fry
question.
drink?
No.
I think you
It's a
dehydrate
drink.
it and then you fry that.
Lemonade is a drink.
I know.
And so
I
is
know.
beer.
It's incredible.
It's so
If you
bizarre.
try and
Science.
if you try and cook beer, it's more than likely gonna cause the entire place to blow up like a Michael Bay set.
Not even necessarily that, just like nothing's gonna happen. It's just gonna dry up or something.
I will
Obviously,
not
it doesn't
lie.
because it exists.
It's
It
gonna
exists.
fizzle up like a counter spell in blue.
People come
Yeah,
up with
no,
the
I'm sure it
weirdest
tastes
things.
disgusting.
Yeah, that's what you think. I mean, but then again, I love garbage.
Look, I just want some funnel cake now, and I blame all of you for
Oh,
that
funnel
one.
cake's great.
And
There's
really,
Oh,
those-
I want to
elephant
go.
ears and
I
funnel
want to
cake.
go to the store and get some more donuts.
Admittedly, I
Oh.
don't think I've actually tried out funnel cake before. But then again, I haven't
Oh.
even been to a fail before.
There's
Alright,
a
so,
food
like-
stand in this like local in the ferry building by where I live that just sells funnel cakes. You can get funnel
Oh,
cakes without
lucky
having to go to a
you.
fair.
Wow, Al, can't believe
Right.
you're just flexing
Yep.
on us like that.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
I have a feeling like if I were to play have snacks at a fail, I would more than likely go for something like cookies.
Deep fried
Aw.
Oreos. I've had one.
Oh,
My
yeah.
my
Oh,
life
it's like I thought
changed.
they were pretty good.
My life changed when I had deep fried Oreos.
Did you know, and this is me just establishing that I tend not to eat cookies, period, by the fact that I literally only learned about this like last weekend. They make Oreos that are stuffed with cookies and cream stuffing where it's made out of Oreos.
Yeah, it's the
And that
best.
sounds incredible. That's amazing.
I was about to say Oreoception
Whoever
in this
patented
bitch.
that also deserves a medal. Anyways.
Yeah, the
I was
creator of
gonna say,
Oreos deserves like
if
whatever
anything-
fortune happens to them.
Yeah, if anything, like that cookies and cream Oreo thing is just the equivalent of the Obama giving himself a medal meme. Am I wrong
Okay.
though?
Are we ready to play?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
thought this was a podcast. My bad.
I mean,
Let's
we
get
could do a
with it.
podcast after
This is welcome to the most recent episode of Foods I've Eaten and Loved.
Welcome
Let's
to
start
today's
it.
episode of Fast Food Thoughts.
Let's start it in 3, 2, 1. Aloha and welcome back to Mystimon Saga. This is Mystimon Saga Hidden Archives, a Pathfinder 2nd Edition actual play. I'm your host, GM Seth, aka Seth R. Mitchell, and I am the writer and creator of this vast world. Today I am once again joined by, take it away, Elle. Finally back.
Yes, I'm back. I'm Elle, and I play Soma, the Alopeke Witch.
Greetings, I am Binary, and I play Bastille, the Necromancer, and Coldramanier, the Guardian.
Hello, I'm Shadow. I play Rat, the Gobloran the Gobloran Rogue, and I play Aime Eotos, the Galvarin Runesmith.
I was about to say, you wish you were a gunslinger. Anyway, hello everybody. My name is Twilight, and I'll be playing as Ada, the Fey Witch Warble.
And some might have heard a little sneak peek there. We do have an announcement to make. We are actually working on editing our streams down into podcast format. We started that work a while ago, and it's going quite well. I think we're going to be ready to launch around this summer. Does that sound right, Elle?
Yeah, with an actual release schedule TBD.
Yeah. So, with that out of the way, when we last left our investigators, you had just had this strange encounter with Dark War suddenly appearing and things are happening in the Dreamlands. Strange things are happening in the Dreamlands. Soren is up to his old tricks again. And Sarah recognized something that Dark War mentioned. It said something about the Black Ages and spoke about how the Black Ages is powered by Black Mystia. And hence, whoever used the Black Ages in conjunction with the Shadow Gates and caused Dream and Nightmare Mystimon to suddenly start appearing in the waking world, someone must have had a lot of souls collected. Which means somebody's been busy killing people. Does that sound like someone we know? And
Is that me?
I wonder who it could be.
yeah, I wonder.
I don't know.
Probably
You
Johnny
tell
from
me.
down the streets.
And Sarah recognized what he was talking about and said, okay, I have to go talk to my cousin again and have a word with her about what she is hiding. And Binary and Soma decided you were going to go follow her. But just at that moment, Binary, you suddenly realized, oh wait, I have a match to get to. And you rushed off to get to this match at, I believe, Pine Arena here in Evergreen City. And you rushed off to get to this match having absolutely no idea who your tag partner was going to be for this match. And it happened to be Aime, this new Fae Rudesmith you just met. And
Though let's be clear to the audience, I, Binary, did not forget about a match. Seth has thrown the match that I signed up for long ago at me out of nowhere to put all cards on the table before he tries to throw me further under the bus for actions not of my own making.
sure, blame me.
We'll blame you. You're the one who's like, oh, I know, I'll just put a match here suddenly, maybe.
Well, we
Yes,
also
but
say-
you and Seth using Seth as a scapegoat. Who knew?
He's trying to use me as a scapegoat.
Well, we also had to test the Necromancer and the Rudesmith. And this gave a good opportunity to test those two classes. I hope you two submitted your surveys to Paizo and told Paizo just what you think about these classes.
I did. I sent them a very mean worded survey. No, just joking. I put in actual, like, typical stuff that will help them out.
I did. I sent them the survey that said, you did a terrible job. This is the worst class.
And I was about to say, like, that message was probably sent with a pipe bomb.
What is with you and pipe bombs today? Anyways, as we were in the midst of this match, as you were fighting Vlorsting the Mutilator, this Vrok who was previously very rude towards a good friend of yours, suddenly, as Soba is up in the stands, as Ada is up in the stands, along with Willow and Coldra and Rat, suddenly the stands comes under attack by a swarm of Skulms, these skeletal undead creatures. No, they are not Mystimon. That is
Calling me
one
out, I
thing
see.
about Skulms that scholars actually agree on. What drives them, however, is a matter for debate.
I have a question. If they're undead, would they have been Mystimon at one point?
Oh no.
Very good question. A very good question that we can get into after this battle. It is time to switch over to the battle map.
Because after all this
And
time, we've like done
roll
enough.
for initiative. I already have you all on the initiative
Ooh.
counter. Let's
Nice.
see. I'm going to go ahead and add all these Skulms to the initiative tracker.
Alright. For Rat, can I use stealth for initiative, or is it only for perception? Actually, it doesn't make sense why I would be hiding. Never mind.
No, it would not make sense why you would be hiding at a time when you're trying to watch this match and suddenly you're rudely interrupted by these Skulms.
Oh, I also want to point out, Seth, because I was listening through the previous episode. The Brigadier is not a fighter. The Brigadier doesn't join matches. The Brigadier sits on the sidelines and observes whenever Zoe is fighting.
Okay.
Oh,
I'm
good
sorry about
news.
that.
Zoe wasn't fighting.
I know, but he shouldn't have even been in the arena. He's a house cat.
And we have 36 for Ada, 36 for Aime, 30 for Rat, 22 for Soma. We're still waiting on Bastille. I will roll for Willow. Willow gets 34. It's pretty good.
Well, I was saying, I already show myself on the initiative order.
You'll need to re-roll your initiative.
I tried rerolling it for Coldra first, and it did not update it.
Okay, let me go ahead and roll that again for you. And we have 38 for Coldra and 35 for Bastille. And let me roll for the Skulms.
Poor Soma slowly being pushed down to the bottom. I'm just watching the initiative.
That's fine. I'm a healer. That's fine. This is where I want to
being
be.
on top of Soma.
Okay.
The bottom's where I want to be. This is fine.
This is
This is
fine.
fine.
So,
It's
you
okay.
might have noticed I did not put your Mystimon companions into the combat tracker. That is because we're going to actually run them as they should be, like animal companions. So, they, when your turn comes up, you can spend an action to command a Mystimon, and then that Mystimon can take 2 actions. And
Unless you're a
Soma,
summoner.
you have Carii the Naekos, and you also have your familiar Zeal the Equine. And we also have a Vamprol here. How you managed to get a Vamprol, nobody will ever know. And Aime, I believe you also borrowed Zoe's Jogunda.
Yeah.
So,
And Crackerjack. And
Pretty
the
Foot.
cat.
Well, Prettyfoot's
Yeah.
there, and so is Crackerjack. Wait,
Well,
is Prettyfoot there?
I believe so. Somewhere.
Yeah, Prettyfoot's here. I think Crackerjack is around there. I'm just
I see
happy that
Mega
Red Jr.
Rocks.
is alive.
No, Prettyfoot was
Yeah,
it was
Mega Rock was
Zoe's Mystimon partner.
Yeah.
So he couldn't borrow that one.
Okay.
So let's get started as these Skulms are attacking, and you notice right away that these Skulms are a little strange. They have this layer of rime or frost covering their bones. And they are attacking the stands. They are attacking everyone. People are running and screaming, "Take it away, Cauldra."
I mean, he's just gonna hit the nearest people he can. So yeah, they're only
Wait,
they're
people?
barely. Yeah, you know the Skulms. The Skulms are
Okay.
people.
I was like, is this where Coldra turns against us all?
That'd be very funny, but no.
And you betrayed him.
And so we'll attack the one to ahead of him for like the one to the north of him first.
Alrighty then. Take it away. We have a 26 to attack as you're coming down on this thing with this grizzly scythe. And
Terrible roll.
does that hit this Skulm? It does not.
You know, we're not starting the day like that. We're gonna use a story.
Sure, go for it.
Terrible way to start the day. There
And
we go.
That not only hits, but it is a critical hit.
Worth it.
It is a 42 to attack. That is a critical hit against this Skulm.
I assume all this math is right.
Okay.
The 38 damage for the first attack.
Okay. Oops. We want to do some damage to this thing. Oops, I clicked it twice. Who cares? It was a critical hit anyways. But I believe that was with the crit applied, wasn't it? So I will take that off. Okay, so you just did a boatload of damage. You just came down on this thing. Unfortunately, because it's a Skulm, because it's a skeleton, it doesn't have blood vessels or anything like that. The bleed damage it is resistant to.
Alas.
Or actually, it's immune to the bleed damage because it doesn't have any blood vessels or anything. So that didn't go through.
Well, still took a decent amount of damage.
Yeah.
How's it looking?
It is still looking pretty healthy.
All right.
It's looking barely injured there.
And before I forget, I don't think this takes an action, or at least it certainly doesn't say it does. But I am activating my Paragon's Guard stance, which
apologies.
Go
You
ahead.
see the little diamond? That means it takes an action.
Yep, that's an action.
Okay. It wasn't showing that on the features. That's fine. So I'll do one of my actions for that for Paragon's Guard. Which
Alright.
means that now, throughout the entirety of this fight, I have Raise a Shield without having to spend an action on it.
Alrighty, sounds good.
And then last one, I will make a second attack against the one I'd attacked before.
Awesome.
Actually, no, yeah, I'll just do the attack for now.
And That is a 28 to hit. That is a miss.
I have to roll high for any multi-attacks then if a 28 misses.
Yeah. At least your first attack it did some critical damage. That is your turn. Next up, it is Ada. What are you going to do? All your friends are going to get attacked by these skulls.
Yeah, okay then. Time to see what a witch vocal is all about.
Yes, please.
Well,
We've been
I will go
waiting
ahead
for
and
this.
use... Yeah, especially
Go.
I have been waiting for this. So first action will be to warp reality.
Warp reality. Your quantum field activates and lasts as long as you sustain it, up to 10 minutes, or until the end of your next turn. Your quantum field is a 15-foot radius burst centered on a point you choose within 100 feet. While your quantum field is active, you can use actions that have the anchoring trait. Your quantum field's other specific effects are determined by your paradox. What is your paradox?
My paradox is anomaly, which its quantum field effect is your movements blow as images of alternate iterations of you flicker around your current form, and your speech echoes with a chorus of otherworldly sounds. Anytime an enemy within the quantum field attempts an action with the concentrate trait, the action is disrupted unless they succeed a DC 5 flat check.
Nice. Alrighty, you have placed your 15-foot burst there on. It's going to hit Cauldra, unfortunately.
Yeah, but we're hitting for the price of one.
Yeah, it also says you can choose whether creatures in the area are affected.
Okay.
Aha!
So Cauldra is not going to be affected, but the Skulms, all of these Skulms will be affected. Take it away.
Yep, and meanwhile I've got another follow-up trick for this. I am going to be using my next action for Danger Zone.
Your
Which
quantum
is
field is extremely dangerous. Any creature that moves through the area takes 3d6 damage with a DC 28 basic reflex save against your class DC. At the end of each move action they take through the area, you select the damage type the first time each day you use this ability: acid, bludgeoning, cold, electricity, fire, piercing, slashing, or sonic. Increase the number of damage dice by 1 at 12th, 16th, and 20th levels. So,
and for this first use, I will choose Fire.
Fire. So, when they move through there, they have to make a DC 28 basic reflex save.
Yep, or else they take 3d6 fire damage.
That is awesome. So you have now used up 2 actions. What you're going to do with your last action?
For my last one, this is more or less just a contingency plan of sorts in case they try to do something funny, you know?
Their
Touch
Skulms are
something
always going to do
real.
something funny. Touch something real. Is this what kind of spell is this?
It's just a anchoring ability that I get from my anomaly. Wait a minute, let me check. It's something that I get from my ankle.
Alrighty. Briefly touching or fidgeting with your anchor helps you evaluate your situation clearly, decrease the value of your frightened or stupefied condition by 1. If you have none of these conditions, you instead gain a +1 circumstance bonus to will saves against fear effects until the start of your next turn. Nice.
Yep, and speaking of ankle, the one that I chose was Tangible Object.
Tangible object. A small object, usually something you wear or can hold with one appendage, it gives you comfort. It might be a trinket or an article of clothing. What object is this?
For this, I imagine it to be a sort of small necklace that she always has on.
A necklace. Like an amulet or something.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Sounds good. And with sentimental value, a gadget to fidget with, etc., etc. The object is a physical thing, not a digital or illusory product or anything like that. Of course, it's not going to be digital. Touching or thinking about the item helps you quiet the paradoxical ideas in your mind and focus on what's around you and what is tangible. The presence or weight of your chosen object helps ground you in this reality. You gain a +1 circumstance bonus to both your perception checks and will saves against illusions and holograms. When you come within 10 feet of an illusion that can be disbelieved, the GM rolls a secret check for you to disbelieve it, even if you didn't spend an action to interact with the illusion. Righty. So.
Yeah, so just mostly
is
a
3
big
actions.
bit of setup.
You're doing something different with each action. I love it. This witch warper is interesting.
Yeah, mostly because it's all about kind of like alias of control, what it looks like.
The Rudesmith is up. Aime.
Hello, it is my turn.
Yes, it is.
Oh, apologies.
I think it is.
I guess it is my turn now. Okay, let's see. What will we do now? So, okay. So, first action, I'm going to use Command Mystimon.
Alrighty.
I
Awesome.
am...
Who are you commanding?
What is the Brigadier's movement speed?
Brigadier's movement speed is, we'll say about 20 feet.
Alright, I want Brigadier...
Yeah, it's 25 feet. It's 25 feet.
Okay. So, first off, I want Brigadier to move, like, on Aime's shoulder, essentially.
Zoe's going to be upset.
Yeah, I know. I have a feeling if this cat gets hurt, Aime's head is gone. So that's why I'm
Gotta
commanding...
believe it.
That's why I'm commanding Brigadier. So I'm just gonna say, Brigadier, can you hop on my shoulder for a second? If your owner finds out you get hurt while you are under my command, I feel like I will lose my head. Thank you. Thank
Brigadier scoffs and jumps up on your shoulder.
And then I guess for my last command animal action, I am gonna tell Crackerjack to see if he
Pretty
can
Foot.
couple.
The Mega Rocks
Pretty
is
Foot.
Pretty Foot.
Okay.
Okay,
Right.
thank you. Pretty Foot to come over here and do the pounce. I believe it has a pounce.
Okay. Pretty
Ow.
Foot is pouncing away. It just moved. Okay. It actually had to use both of its actions to get there.
Oh, that's so sad. Then never mind.
Yeah.
Yep, that's all I got for for the Mystimons.
Yep.
Now it is Aime's turn, as he is going to essentially, these guys are in the stance, correct?
Yep.
All right. Double check my movement speed. Apologies. 40. Alrighty. I'm gonna go over here with my first
Okay.
action.
You move up to right next to Pretty Foot.
My last action is I'm gonna move over here. There are some stands, right? So, is there a stairways to get up here where this Skulm is?
You've already spent 3 actions.
Oh, right, I forgot! Give animals 2. Apologies, I'm used to the old one. Where it's 1. Yeah, that's it. That's all I got.
Okay. Bastille, you're up.
Okay. What's Vlorsting doing? He looking like he's gonna focus on the Skulms, or is he gonna try and stab me in the back?
That is a good question. Make me a perception check. Why am I getting echoed? We have a 31 for your perception check. Vlorsting looks annoyed with the appearance of these Skulms. He was getting ready to take it to you, and he's annoyed that his battle with you was interrupted by these things, and he does look like he wants to take a skull off or two.
Just like a general, glance to Vlorsting and glance to the Skulms, we good? Or do I need to worry about you?
Temporary truce.
Works for me. Let's see here. We're gonna blast and look at the range of this. How far do I get? I could get to there. I could get to there. Let me check my movement. Let me check my movement with the current spell I've got up. Let's see here. Armor checks, penalty, and speed reduction. So current. All right, I have a fly speed of 40 feet. Cool, I can get to where I want to easily.
Fly speed of 40 feet.
Correct, because of the demon form I had cast.
Ah.
So, here, how many actions? That's 2 actions to cast. That's a shame. I don't think I'm gonna be able to get to do much unless that's a 15-foot burst. Oh wait, these are within 120 feet. Okay. Question, because I don't know the answer to this. For the Shadow Blast, it says I can choose a 30-foot cone, a 15-foot burst, or a 50-foot line within 120 feet. If it says within 120 feet, does that mean the line could originate from a different location than me?
No.
Okay, just the burst can be within that 120 feet.
Yeah.
Okay. I was guessing, but worth a shot, because otherwise I could have gotten a lot more of these guys. But that's fine. I think I can get... These are Skulms, right? Is this... Is this guy a Skulm? He's not labeled like the others.
Yes, he is.
Okay, just wanted to make sure. Then...
Not sure why that one's not showing.
Yeah, that's within 120 feet, just fine. Cool. So 2 of my actions are going to be spent for a Shadow Blast Burst. And you said there's a bunch of ice on these guys?
Yes.
Cool. I think fire is one of my options for this. But either way, they need... Yes, fire is one of my options. So we're going to try fire. See if that does more because of their icy shells.
Sounds good.
Good.
Why am I
And we
getting
will
echoed?
be upcasting that to 6th ring.
Hey, Binary, do you have a speakers going on your end there?
No, I...
Because I'm hearing my voice being echoed, and it seems to be coming from yours.
I will look into such in the background, but I could not say.
All right. Reflex or will save. You shape the shadow substance of the abyss into a blast. Choose acid, bludgeoning, cold, electricity, fire, force, piercing, slashing, sonic, or spirit damage, and choose a 30-foot cone or a 15-foot burst within 120 feet, or a 50-foot line.
Yep, so we're choosing the burst in this case. And we're going to do fire, and then I try with will first. We're gonna test that out, see how that goes.
Okay, will save. Against
Yep.
where?
It's hit in these guys.
I cannot get... Oh, there we go. Boom. We place the burst there. And these guys shall make a will save. Critical failure from that Skulm.
Let's
Oh,
go.
Yay!
That is a failure. And that is a failure. 2 failures and 1 critical failure. Roll the damage, please.
Cool. As I said, I am upcasting this to 6, so there will be an additional D8. There, that should do all of it.
Alrighty, I'm going to click on this Skulm. That Skulm takes double damage.
Oh my goodness.
This Skulm takes a good chunk of damage, and this Skulm takes a good chunk of damage. Okay. That Skulm that critically failed is not looking too good. And the other two, one is looking pretty healthy there. The other is looking a bit banged up. Hey, you just spent 2 actions to cast this spell.
And that's 1 action to command our companions.
Yes.
Van Prawl, get him! Sick him, boy!
Sick 'em,
No,
boy!
it's actually 2 actions to command animal, if I remember correctly
No,
now.
command animal is 1. You commanded 2 animals.
Oh, yes, okay. Thank you.
Okay. Where do you want to send Van Prawl?
Probably to just the nearest ones. Unfortunately, they're a bit... So, 75 feet to that one, 70 to that one, 90 to them. 55 to these guys, but they're in an AoE currently. So yeah, probably over here for these two on this side.
It's got a 30-foot fly speed.
Yeah, it can just move. Or wait, it has that ranged attack. How much range does that have?
Not quite sure. Let's make that 30 feet.
Okay, well, if it's 30 feet, then I don't think it'd reach even after it moves, because there'd be 30, and then, yeah, it'd be 45 feet away, so we'll just need to move for both its actions. Oh.
Okay.
Here. That's where it gets to.
What's the range on intimidation?
I will actually look that up.
Okay, that is all of your actions. Now down to Willow, the Wakan summoner. And Willow is going to manifest Iggy, her Psychon. Or their Psychon. Here is Iggy, their Psychon. And their Psychon is going to move up to this Skulm over here to Willow's right. In the like kind of northeast part of the arena. And what will Iggy do? What will Iggy do? Iggy will do a force bite on that Skulm. And that is 32 to hit on that Skulm. That is going to hit. And that Skulm is going to take some damage. About 10 points of damage as this small little violet colored lizard with big eyes just comes up and bites it on its ankle. And what the heck, we're going to do another force bite. And that is going to miss. And that will be Willow's turn. And this Skulm is going to move up to Coldra,
Which triggers Danger Zone.
which does trigger Danger Zone.
There's that reflex save. Light him up.
And it fails and takes some damage. And this Skull is now going to throw down with its scimitar against Coldra. Is this going to work against this big, bulky Gola? That is a 21 to hit. That is probably a miss.
Oh, yeah, that's, I'm pretty sure a critical miss.
That is a critical miss. As it misses you by a mile.
Yeah, Coldra's AC is 36.
Yeah. This Skulm misses you by a mile. You don't even freaking... You just stand there. You don't even freaking bother to dodge it. It just thrusts that sword right in the wind, right next to you, and it's like... What are you doing?
It charges up and swings the sword, and it impacts into the side of Coldra, and it pulls the sword back, and the sword is bent, and Coldra just slowly turns his head.
That's so scary.
And that's the Skulm's turn. Rat, it is your turn.
It's rat time.
It is rat time.
I have a question.
Time for rats.
Yeah, where are the rats? Where are the rats?
Again and
Can
again, another
I-
book.
So can I try to like hide underneath the stands?
Hide underneath the stands. Sure. Make me a stealth check.
It's called a hide. I will do it.
Okay. We'll see if these things can see you. People really seriously need to join our Discord.
So that is half. So half of 35 is 15.
You can see what crazy stuff our players get up to with these memes. Like L, you are so good with those memes.
It's a meme festival.
So, what is Alex doing? What is Rat doing? I mean.
All right. So first section, hide. I'm hiding. So that way I can shoot a guy. So I have to
Now I'm
move
not going to
up
be
one
tripped up
more.
anymore.
I'm gonna move up one more.
Okay.
Because half of 35. Apologies.
That is okay. You're
It's-
sneaking under the stands. You're this little goblin kind of hiding underneath these benches.
Yep.
And
I'm gonna
hoping
pull.
the Skulms don't see you.
Yep, and I'm gonna pull out my gun. I'm gonna shoot this one. Shoot this Skulm champion. Bang. Oh, I'm so sad.
So you definitely miss against the Skulm champion, and you're not entirely sure whether the Skulm champion can see you.
Oh, no.
After firing a gun from under the stand.
I'm pretty sure you aren't going to be able to conceal Carii. That's
Huh.
Yeah.
Is
Hey, man.
that Rat's turn?
Yeah. Hide, move, and gun.
Okay.
That's all I got.
Next.
Literally minutes.
Next up is this Skulm. Oh, thank you for the follow. Something field. Thank you for the follow.
Wingfield,
thank you for the follow.
Ah.
And this Skulm is going to attack Prettyfoot. Prettyfoot is not going to have a good day here, as it is attacking with its scimitar. It slashes down at Prettyfoot, and that hits Prettyfoot. Prettyfoot is taking some damage.
Oh no. Oh no, please. Please don't die. Don't die. Don't die. Whatever you do, don't go down. If you go down, I think I might lose my head.
Took a big bulk of damage there.
Oh!
And now the Skulm is attacking with its scimitar again as it slashes down. And it hits. Again. Even with a 24, it hits. But this time it's almost minimal damage. As Prettyfoot just took another chunk of damage from that scimitar. And thank you for that correction, L. And this Skulm is going to actually just attack you again. And critically miss.
Okay, good.
And what happens? It is winded. The Skulm is now fatigued. I don't know how that happens with a skeleton, but it's winded.
Listen, he's just a very tired
see-
boy.
You see the skeleton's rib cage like inflate, like flaring and going back like it's panting.
Yeah.
He's rattled in his bones, everybody.
Hey.
And now
Rattle me bone!
it is the Skulm champion. The Skulm champion is going to attack Coldra.
Coldra. Try.
Coldra, you were getting attacked with this longsword. And that is going to probably miss, as it is a 25, and I have no idea why that's blind.
That's another critical miss. Again, AC is 36.
Yeah, that is another critical miss, as it just bounces off of your thick metal armor plates. It tries to attack you again. It's somewhat mindless. And it misses again. And now it's going to actually move around you and flank you.
Now you.
It's going to take the damage.
Yes, it is.
Check.
Probably. Possibly.
Success.
And that is
So
a success. So it takes half damage.
Ooh.
And it doesn't seem like it was hurt by that at all.
Shit. So fire is not the way to go then.
Does not seem like it.
Knew I should have.
Give me a moment. That actually should have gone through. Okay, it took a little bit of damage from that.
Yeah, wait a minute. It took 7, but it succeeded. So it would have halved. Wait, do these things have vulnerability to fire?
Do they?
Yes, I'm being echoed on your side, Binary. Now that my GM is a player, let's see how he likes the consequences of his own actions. I wonder who that is.
But yes, do they have vulnerability to fire?
You know what? Make me an occultism check.
The reason I ask is I'll remind you the Shadow Blast was fire.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool. And you want this to be blind?
No. We don't do blind checks.
Oh, so it's just a public?
Yes.
I knew putting blade most of the blade skill pieces into occultism would pay off. Okay, no need to show off, Bastille.
I know everything.
Still knows everything. But still, you do think they're supposed to be weak to fire, and maybe I should be applying that.
Okay, then all the people in
I
my
made
Shadow
it-
Blast before take extra damage.
Okay. I made
I
a
did
little
specify
mistake.
that was fire. So that was 35 damage, and then one of them took that doubled already for 70, meaning they take a lot more.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Pokemon Logic. Sometimes it makes sense, sometimes it does not.
Or sometimes the GM makes a mistake and doesn't update the cheats.
Nah. The GMs are always right.
If that was the
Sometimes.
case, then we wouldn't have bad GM.
I'm sorry, I made a mistake. I forgot to update the stat blocks before I put them in. This is going to take me a little bit.
Take your time.
It's all good, man. We can fill the dead air for a bit. So how's everyone's days been?
Yeah, pretty good.
That's good to hear, Twilight. What about you, Binary? How's the day been treating you?
Pretty good. Just trying to figure out how I apply the Mystia table to my sheet because it's not showing in the corner like it did before.
Okay. What about you, El? How's the day been treating you?
Pretty good.
Nice. What did
That
you
was
get
work,
on
El.
your die roll? Why are you at 22? Why is someone so slow?
I rolled like a 4 or something.
Yeah, she rolled
I
poorly.
did mention how I was watching Soma slowly get buried in the initiative order.
This is fine, honestly, because like all of my all of my spells that aren't, scrying or whatever type spells are like healing spells. So, y'all need
So
to take
you
some
have-
damage before I can do anything useful in combat.
So,
Wait,
yeah,
did you
if anything-
build solo? Oh, sorry, Twilight.
So, yeah, if anything, the healer being low on the initiative count is actually battle.
Exactly.
Quite frankly,
Paradoxically-
For me to
Culture
come
refuses.
after all of the. I mean, it won't help if the Skulms keep missing.
But that's
Listen,
more of
They're
a
not
nice-
missing, they're just doing nothing.
Listen, all I'm saying is, Pretty Foot might need some of that healing.
That's true.
Quite a bit of
It
it.
feels a little cheap to spend all of my Mystia points healing my former other character's animal companion and not
Well,
any of
listen.
the
still could
actual
also
PCs.
use healing, to be clear.
Yeah,
Wait,
he
who
got a
could?
little boo boos too.
Who
That
could?
still's at like 80 right now, 81.
Okay. I think
Well,
they're all
so
updated
am I. You're not
correctly.
special.
I think they're all updated correctly. Let's get back to it. And we are on this Skulm up here. This Skulm is going to move over to Blank Iggy. The small lizard is not going to have a good day. The scimitar, I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly now.
Hey, yeah, it's a scimitar.
Coming down on top of this tiny little lizard, and that is likely gonna miss, actually. Yeah, that actually critically misses Iggy
Let's go!
as it handily dodges this. It dodges it so handily that when the scimitar comes down, there's Iggy on top of it. Which is awfully entertaining. And it attacks again, and once again, the lizard is on top of the scimitar, and the Skulm is confused.
Iggy gaming.
Yes. And now
Iggy
this,
putting those years of being hunted as a small lizard to use in their knowledge of dodging.
now this Skulm champion is going to attack with its longsword. Can it do any better? No, once again, the lizard is dodging so handily, and the champion is like getting angry. And once again, misses. That Skulm did not do any better. This lizard is confounding these Skulms. And this Skulm will move over to attack Huldra.
And take some
Huldra,
damage for it.
Yes. Please, give it to me. Give it to me, Ada.
Ada, that's on you.
Yes.
Ada, you're muted.
I can't believe Ida's dead.
Yes,
wait,
I
wait.
managed to kill Ada.
It's like, wait a minute,
Ida
like,
died out of embarrassment for the Skulms.
wait, what happened?
Guy moved in your field.
Let me just get that back up. Bingo.
And
Boom!
it does some damage. It failed, and that Skulm took some damage. It took quite a bit of damage from that. And now that it properly has the weakness to fire.
Oh, then that's gonna make my next tone all the more battle.
And Huldra, you are flanked.
Not for long.
Not for long, but for this right now, you are flanked. And let's see. Where
Are
did
you
they
still
put off guard?
flanked? The creature that's attacking isn't one of the ones flanking you?
Yes, it applies.
Oh,
still.
okay.
Okay, this Skulm is going to attack with this scimitar, and still misses. Despite the
critical miss.
Despite the flanked, it still critically misses, and still the sword bangs off of your heavy plate armor, and is getting dented in the process. And going to slash at you again. And it still can't do anything to you. And now we have another Skulm. And this Skulm is going to go attack Vamprol. We're going to give Prefoot a little bit of a break. And this Vamprol is going to take it with a short bow in its face. That is a 26 to hit, and it does hit Vamprol. So, Vamprol just took some damage from that arrow to the face. And it's going to attack again. And that is a miss. The arrow flies wide. And finally, Soma.
Wonderful.
After all these
Okay.
years.
After all these years, 25
You could actually
minutes
play
of
the game.
combat, I don't know. Okay. So, like, looking at the battlefield, we've got this group over here. Oh, did I? Okay, cool. That goes away. That's a neat little feature. We've got this group over here. This field that they're in, what is that effect? Is that still going on?
That is an effect that shouldn't be there anymore. Let's take that away.
Yeah, that was just the shadow blast from before.
Okay, that was the shadow blast, but it hit them all, but it's not happening anymore. Okay, but this is the witch warper field.
Yep.
Yes, that witch warper
right,
field
and
there
that's still in effect.
On the group in the northwestern edge of the stands.
And so that's this like reality warping field that is catching all of these Skulms that are attacking Coldra on fire, but they're also very obviously just like whacking away at Coldra's armor and not doing anything.
Yes.
And then down here we have Bastille, who was injured during the arena fight but hasn't been touched by Skulms, right?
Yep.
Okay, and then we've got Vamprawl and Prettyfoot, who are under attack by the Skulms over here, neither of whom have been...
Yep, on the eastern edge of the arena.
Okay, so, with that in mind, I'm going to move my whole 30 feet, I think is how much movement I have. Sorry, my whole 25 feet. 5, 10, 25. And I don't know why that didn't. Oh, I know why that didn't move her. It's because I am in ruler zone. 5, 10, 15, 25. Taking with me my familiars because they're in on me. Or my familiar and Carii.
Companion.
So how far am I now from... This is rude.
Yeah. That's 50 feet to Prettyfoot there.
50 feet to Prettyfoot. And it's 35 feet to Bastille. Okay, I know what I'm going to do. On this round, I'm just going to take another move action with all of us to here. I think, right?
Well, I guess I should clarify before I do say I need healing. I had noticed my sheet was back to full health, so I put it down to like the 80 range that I was at. Should I still be at the 80 range, or should I be at full health?
You should still be at whatever you were when the match was interrupted.
That's what I was assuming, but yeah, when I loaded the sheet today, it was showing at full health, so I re-put it back in the 80 range where I'm pretty sure I was at.
I just realized that the thing I wanted to do is a... Oh, wait, no. Yes, it is. It's a touch spell. Okay. This is what happens when everything is happening over 120 feet from where you are. Cool. Sorry, everybody. Alrighty, I'm gonna come up here and then I'm going to cast Petal Storm over... There we go. Over here, so that it catches these two, but not Psychon, because I can't. Nope, that's a 2. Oh, there's nothing I can do. Okay, hold on. Can you remove that burst that I placed? Sorry.
Sure.
'Cause I can't do this either. Sorry, I've forgotten that I had also moved. Cool. Cool. Everything else I can do. I'm just gonna move over back by Bastille. Hi, Bastille. That's what I'm gonna spend my entire turn doing. Sorry, everybody.
No
I
worries.
was
No, it's okay.
too far away to do literally anything from anybody.
Listen,
All
that's
right.
how I felt.
And this
That's me.
Skulm. Yeah, this Skulm is going to... Get back on there. This Skulm is going to move over here and attack Willow. And it's going to attack Willow with its claws. And that is going to miss Willow.
Yay.
And critically miss Willow. Fumble.
Yay!
And caught your attack. This attack grants and triggers a trip or shove as reaction by your enemy.
Oh.
So Willow catches the Skulm's claws right in midair and then pushes the Skulm back. We're going to attempt an athletics check from Willow. Apparently Willow is not trained and critically fails.
That's unfortunate.
So that is an unfortunate turn of events there.
Like a little slap fight happening in the corner
Yeah.
over here.
Yeah, we got it. Just slaps it away, and that is that Skulm's turn. And this Skulm is going to... I think this Skulm is going to... What is the range on this short bow? This short bow has a range increment of 60 feet. Can it hit Soma in that? Yes. It fires a
Yes.
short bow at you, Skulm.
Oh no!
Soma.
No, that doesn't hit. My AC's 28.
At-
Oh.
Way lower.
Yeah, that arrow just barely flies over your ear, just grazes your ear. Not quite as good as Sarah. Sarah's been up here at the stands just firing arrows left and right and hitting Skulms. Hitting whatever Skulms you can't see on here. Because there are a ton here.
Oh. Goodness, it's like a small army.
Yes, indeed. And let's see. It's going to try attacking Soma again with that. And misses.
Also misses.
And next, this Skulm is going to attack with its scimitar on Poldra. Can it do any better? No.
Oh.
No. And it's going to attack again with the scimitar, and it is a 20 on the die. It is a critical
Oh my
hit
goodness.
on
Oh no.
Poldra.
That's fine.
This is going to be some slashing. The crit effect on this one is the target's armor check penalty doubles until the armor is repaired. DC 15.
What does that mean?
I too wonder what that means because I don't even think I take my armor check
Wait.
penalty.
Wait, can you say it again?
The target's armor check penalty.
Oh, geez, the echo.
The target's armor check penalty doubles until the armor is repaired. Where is that echo coming from?
Armor
Yeah,
checks.
Yeah, so when the echo was happening, I saw like both Seth's and Bastille's mic light up at the same time.
It's because I was talking at the same time.
Yeah, because I meet the shrink threshold, I don't take the penalty. So nothing happens.
Oh, lovely.
Hey, the one advantage of using armor that you know.
It finally does some damage. Maybe. It is going to do some pretty big damage to you, Cauldra. You take 51 points of damage from that big hit. Finally, it
I'm
actually...
gonna add insult to injury and use shield block.
Okay.
Okay, cool. What's your... Oh, never mind.
So I reduce it by 13.
Yes, I think you just hit.
I forget, does the shield... Does the damage go to the shield for the remaining before it goes to me?
Yes.
Cool. So I don't take any damage. Because
Don't
my
forget
shield
to,
HP is 104.
So
okay,
is
cool.
your shield just took 51 points of damage.
Well,
What
reduced
is-
by 13, so 38.
What's the hardness of your shield?
13.
Oh, okay. So yeah. Okay.
Ah.
That is a heavy metal shield.
Yes,
Is it a
is.
fortress shield?
What's the broken threshold on that shield?
52.
52.
Shield HP is a total of 104.
We need to figure out that echo. Okay. That is the end of round 1. And at the end of round 1, just before Cauldra takes his turn, we are cutting. Yes, it is, Silkfield. We are fading out and fade in as an old, tired, shriven figure dressed in tattered and ripped robes stumbles and shambles slowly, slumped over, leaning on a staff for support, through a cave toward an ancient altar at the center of a cavernous chamber. Who disturbs me and drags me out here? Says the figure as it looks about the pitch dark chamber. Suddenly, eerie blue lights light up the chamber, giving it a creepy glow. It is I, old Graven, says an old lady voice as this gingerly dark-skinned old woman with silver hair and pitch black eyes steps into the chamber. You who tossed us aside as though we were ragdolls. Why should I do anything for you? You left us to Brasius's whims, and now he is dead and our power is gone. We are powerless because of you. The old shriven figure says as it steps further into the light, and its old skeletal face with blazing blue eyes becomes visible. You failed me, but I am willing to call it all water under the bridge. I find myself wanting. The lackey I've been working with, his games bore me. If only he would stop playing with his prey, but alas. I will grant you your powers back if you do a little something for me, says the old woman. The figure's lips curl as it groans. And what, pray tell, do you want? It says. Excellent. I have your attention. Now the real fun can begin, says the old woman as she chuckles and cackles, her laugh echoing throughout the cavernous chamber. My little lackey, there are some insects he's been toying with. I believe they call themselves investigators. But I will admit they are rather entertaining. I myself have had a few run-ins with them, but they are growing tiresome. And the more he toys with them, the more our master's plans are delayed, and that just will not do. We are on a tight schedule, you know? The shriven figure groans. You want them destroyed, is that it? It says. Oh no, not quite that extreme. I simply want them diverted, if that makes sense. However, as Laggy tells me, there are these guardians in their midst, and they could prove to be a nuisance later on. So if you can take care of them, that would be lovely, says the old woman. The figure groans once more. I shall take care of these insects as you wish, but I want my powers back. Oh, and you shall have them. And more. As we zoom out and pull out above a large ruined step pyramid covered in vegetation and growth, looking out over a city surrounded in overgrown vegetation and trees, as we hear a loud and booming roar in the distance. And now we come back to Huldra as your turn starts up.
Cool. Time to hit some people.
You
Let's see. Can't just what?
No, nothing. I'm just holding in my excitement. That's it.
Yeah, I mean, I think I'm just gonna, first of all, hit the guy. Do I want to hit the one north of me or south of me? I want to stop them from flanking. We'll go ahead and hit him with an attack first.
Sure.
Wait. We want to do that first. And no. Okay. Yeah, we'll just make a first attack.
$28.
Pretty sure you said that does not hit.
Which Skulm?
The one to the north.
The one to the north. That just hits.
Hey.
Well, binary. Don't forget to target.
What do you mean?
Hover that token and press T. There you go.
Didn't know that was a thing.
Thanks for the tip there for Foundry. And it is going to be immune to the bleed damage. But it takes quite a bit of that damage anyways. The Skulm is looking a bit battered.
Cool.
It looks like you've taken some chips and splinters out of its bones.
Cool. Second attack.
Alrighty.
That one's probably not going to hit.
That is a miss.
Okay, third action, I want to shove him so that the others don't get flanking unless they use an action to move.
Sure thing. So, you're shoving him. Make an athletics check.
Yep.
Oh, 42. That is not only a success, that is a critical success. And
Cool.
you push it back all the way back here, and it's now prone, I believe.
And also, he moved in the space, so he takes damage.
No,
Yes.
that's only if they. That's only at the end of each move action they take through it.
Bad.
Yes, like danger zone only happens when they with move actions.
There we go. It is now prone. You pushed it back, and it fell back against the benches. It is now slumped over the benches.
Nice.
And yeah, we'll just turn his focus to the others as he just like takes 2 swipes at it and then just one hand shoves it back while turning towards the others.
Man just hits him with a
Nice.
tombstone.
Ada, it is your move.
Alrighty. And meanwhile, I'm going to be showing off 2 different things this time instead of all 3. For my first action, I will go ahead and go for Enlarge Quantum Field.
Oh, your quantum field slowly encroaches on reality. Increase your quantum field's radius by 10 feet until your quantum field deactivates. Once per turn, when you sustain the quantum field, increase its radius by an additional 5 feet. So
Up
you
to a
do have to
maximum
sustain
of
it.
50.
So you do have to sustain it. That means you spend an action to sustain it.
Yeah, but the thing is, this has the anchoring trait, and whenever I use something with the anchoring trait, it automatically sustains the quantum field.
Oh,
Alrighty.
that's
Nice.
cool.
Nice. So now the quantum field's radius increases by 10.
Yep, and I really have no idea how to increase the radius of this.
Give me a moment. No, that's not it.
Yeah, because it should be a 25 radius, I think.
Okay, I'm going to just delete that one and put down a new one. Okay, we now move in this new quantum field that is 25 feet.
Not half bad. And now it's time to show some real shenanigans here.
Oh dear gods. We love your
Going to spend
shenanigans.
focus point and 2 actions. Parallel forms.
Parallel forms a focus power. It is a
It's the focus spell, but it's the last focus spell that I get for my anomaly.
You split yourself into 2 versions with different fates. Each copy strides from your current space, then takes a single action. If the actions are both attacks, they must target a different creature and use the same multiple attack penalty, counting as 1 attack towards your multiple attack penalty. Each round you sustain the spell, your parallel forms share actions, using the same multiple attack penalty if both attacks if both attack as though you had made both attacks. You apply damage to both forms to your current hit points, but if both forms take damage from the same effect, such as from an attack or spell with area damage, you only apply the damage once. In the case of an effect with a save that affects both forms, You take the worst result and apply it to both forms. When the spell ends, you choose one of the two forms as your actual form, and the other version of you disappears. Spell automatically ends if you are reduced to 0 hit points.
You have a hold of a shadow clone?
Can you do this when you're concentrating on your quantum field? Because it also has the concentrate trait.
You can concentrate on multiple things. The only thing is it's action taxes. That's it.
I just
okay. So it's like so the concentration tag just means in order to maintain it, you have to spend an action sustaining.
Yeah.
That, and it's important for some things, like my quantum aura makes it so that enemies that try to do concentrate actions, and they'll have to make a DC 5 flat check, or else it's bombed.
Yeah, I mean, by all means, you can use 3 concentration spells. It's just that you're just there. You're just a pillar.
Yeah, you can't do anything else other than sustain them.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
So that's how it's balanced.
So I just dragged on a second version of Ada. There are 2 Adas on the field now.
Yep, and I, in both of them, take a initial stride from where my current position was. So this one will go over here, and since the other one starts off at the same spot, I could have them go in 2 separate directions.
Oh dear gods.
Nice.
Where does that one
go? This one will go over here. And for the one action that they'll do on their own, I will have... let me actually check to see if I have something else I could do. Don't really... I will have this one over here use the field cantrip on itself.
Nice.
Well, this one over here, it is somehow applying Blaze Shield twice. I have no idea how.
That's fine.
Yeah. Meanwhile, the one over here is going to go ahead and make a attack against the Skulm heal with the Morning Star that she has.
Alrighty. And does that hit? It just hits. It just hits. It just manages to graze. It just manages to like smack its arm, and it takes some damage from that. It's looking a little bit injured, looking a little bit battered. That is Ada's turn. Aime.
It is I, Aime. Okay, so my first action will be to run up behind this Skulm, and then I will use this move.
Okay then. So apparently,
What move? You moved behind the Skulm.
Yes.
On the eastern side of the arena. You are now using an engraving strike. You are going to trace a rune on to the Skulm. What rune is it going to be?
Okay, so first off, I have to attack it, and if I attack it, and I hit, I get to trace a rune on it. So let's see.
That is going to hit.
Nice.
That is going to hit.
Now it has a rune on it. And the rune I will trace will be... Where is it? The rune of Ranshu, Rune of Thunder.
This vertical rune is often carved on tall towers to draw lightning and shield the buildings below it. If the bearer does not take a move action at least once on its turn. Lightning finds it at the end of its turn, dealing 1d4 plus 5 electricity damage, and you can invoke it. And preliminary streaks of lightning braid together into a powerful bolt. The room bearer takes 12d6 electricity damage with a DC 31 basic fortitude save. Holy shit.
Man
Now
could
let
just say because like man could
Now
just
let
say
me
begun with
roll.
a thunderclap.
Yeah, let me roll the damage.
It just it takes a big chunk of damage from that attack.
Wow.
What you were using a big bastard sword.
Yes. It is one-handed because I need it.
Nice.
Oh, why is it
took a bit of
two-handed?
damage from that. Oops, you're
Apologies.
changing grip multiple times.
I was on accident. It was supposed to be a one-handed. I didn't. But I'm so sorry.
No worries.
Now, for my last action, I'm gonna invoke my rune.
And it
So
now
Aime.
needs to make a DC 31 fortitude save, and it critically, almost critically fails. It fails,
Oh,
and you get to roll 12d6 electricity damage as this big giant bolt of electricity just slams down on it, and it takes 27 points of electricity damage. It is looking really battered.
It's like, I just like to imagine it like it's just a normal slash at full, but then the slash mode just erupts in lightning.
Yes.
yeah, it's just like slash, like traced finger, like uses his fingers to trace the rune, and then like snaps finger, and it just lightning erupts.
And
And
next, it is Bastille. Bastille, before you go, you suddenly, as you are seeing these Skulms attacking everyone, you suddenly are getting these flashes and these visions of a battle against Skulms and Risen and the undead kings. And you suddenly feel this big, piercing, sharp pain in your back, Bastille, as you fall over in the vision, but you are standing upright in in reality. Bastille, as this happens, make me a will save.
All right. I don't know what this all is about, but all right.
Oh, please.
Sure you do.
Sure you do.
I don't know. It could be anything.
You're full of
26.
ghosts, my dude.
26
Uh,
and
Do I want to succeed that? I've got a story point. No, we'll let it slide. We'll see what happens.
see what happens. Okay. You're not going to spend a story point?
I don't know. So my problem is, succeeding might be good for the battle, but failing might actually give me more information.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go with failing.
Okay. You get a point of unnerved. You're a little unnerved by what just happened. And as you look up and see Sarah flinging these arrows around, you suddenly have this stroke of recognition, like you recognize her from somewhere else. What is Bastille going to do?
And this is, who is he recognizing?
Sarah Ariane.
Where is she currently?
She is currently up here in the northeastern part of the stands, right next to Willow. She is flinging arrows all over the place and trying the best she can to help these people who are running around screaming.
Does Bastille know Sarah's name, or just
Yes.
like?
Yes,
Okay.
he knows her name.
So kind of like just turns, like squints in. Not that anyone can see him squinting with the way his eyes are, but like just will call out, Sarah, where do I know you from? And then while he's doing that, I mean, he's more curious about her now, so like, these people can handle that. Or wait, someone was about to heal me. I would feel real bad if I left right after someone got over here.
No, but the question is, what would Bastille do, though?
You absolutely can. You absolutely can. I need to move anyways, so.
I'll be gone.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Someone's
Let's
just
see here.
hiding a gun behind her back.
Let's see here. Yeah, these Skulms are issues, so we're gonna go and... I know. Well, I can't do that this turn, but I can do it potentially next turn. Yeah, we'll use double movement to fly over to here.
Nice. Bastille moves over, it flies over to this Skulm champion up in the northeastern part of the stands.
And while I am not commanding Vampral anything for this turn, they do still regain some health because they have fast healing 10, just for note.
Alrighty.
Much as I regain some healing to my own fast healing. It's like we were made for each other. You sure Vampral doesn't want to stick around after? Be buddies.
You know, you might.
And we're gonna take a Jaws strike against the Skulm champion.
You gonna
Jaw
bite him?
strike. Nice.
Yup. We're gonna bite.
Nom.
Nom nom on this big
And
stack
that's
of
a
bones.
natural
And it's a
20!
critical! And
Oh, by the way.
your critical hit deck is...
Matter,
With,
don't forget the target.
Bastille, you should have been biting people this whole time.
with a piercing attack. Crit effect, the target takes 1 bleed. That cannot be removed, but it's immune.
I was gonna say that's the worst one it could have been.
Hey, you know, that's what happened with Koldra's armor, so.
Well, at least we get to do critical damage.
Yeah, I was about to say, if anything, what would have been really funny would have been if it was slashing damage, then would have been freaking triple damage.
So yeah, it's like these shadowy wings, because the actual demon form that's around him culminates in shadows almost sticking out. He flies over and they form into a giant mouth, truly the size of his body, just becomes almost a horror version of a Pac-Man mouth that just jumps around the champion.
And that champion is looking really battered from that. Is that Bastille's turn? I think it is.
It is. This guy immune to spirit damage? Says he took 41 instead of 54.
Dun, dun, dun.
It's...
Or is he resistant to piercing?
I think he's resistant to piercing.
This monster. Alright, well. That's my turn.
And it's
to be
Willow's
honest.
turn, and Iggy is now going to come over here, and yeah, Iggy is just going to stay here, and it's been doing fine this whole time. Iggy is going to hypno beam on this Skulm that is really badly damaged, and it misses. It unfortunately misses. It's going to hypno beam again and misses. Critically misses, actually. And that is going to be Willow's turn. This Skulm here up in the northwestern part of the stands. This Skulm is going to slash at Ada with this scimitar. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. And that is going to hit.
Yep, that is a normal hit.
That is a normal hit on Ada. Ada takes some damage there. And is now going to sweep at you again as its scimitar hits you. Comes down on your arm once, and now it wants to come down and hit you again, and that looks like it just hits.
Yep, it just hits because the one that they're attacking is the one that does not have the shield up.
Yep, and you take some damage from that. Ada's looking pretty injured there. Shadow says, Seth, your enemies really want to kill us, but the NPCs are missing like crazy. Can we check your dice? I don't know. It might be that module. I think I might need to fix that module. Technical difficulties. And it is Rat's turn. Rat.
It's rat time.
Rat, you're
which
sneaking
one's
underneath these stands, underneath these benches.
Yeah. I got a plan. First action, I'ma move. 5, 10, 15. Second action, move again. 5, 10, 15.
So
Since I think
Rat is slowly sneaking underneath these benches towards the west and gets up right next to Ada. And does Ada?
Sorry.
Can Ada tell that he's there? Ada can tell that you're there. Yeah, Ada can tell that you're there. You're not fooling Ada.
Oh.
And
Okay then. All I need is this to strike. Let's see. And I have
it
this
takes
cool
it takes
little-
one look down at you, Rat. It's like, what are you doing?
Oh,
Debilitating.
never mind
strike.
then. This does not work then. I was under the impression
No,
I
I
would
said
be able to
Ada.
sneak attack.
Ada looked at you and is like, "What the heck are you doing?" The Skulm.
Okay.
Yeah, but so far they haven't seen you.
Let's see
So
it.
far,
And plus,
we
they'll
don't know.
bone.
We don't know.
I'm gonna stab its toes.
Does it?
Break its ankles.
Guess
I'm
what?
stabbing its
It
ankles.
is off guard to you, and because
Yes.
it is a sneak attack.
Let's go.
Yes. Sneak attack damage.
Sneak attack damage,
And you get your debilitation.
and it hits.
Yes. Yes.
And the
That
target
isn't-
becomes enfeebled 1.
No longer stealthed.
Oh my god, look at all of those status effects on it.
Yeah.
Sorry.
This Skulm
It's
is
just
not
littered
looking
with
too
little dots.
good.
That's
The
all
Skulm
I
is really
have
battered up.
to move. One stab, I'm good.
Yep. And this Skulm is up. The Skulm is going to turn around. And as it's turning around, it's swinging down its scimitar at you, Aime. And is that a hit? 31?
That hit. Oh no, yeah, that's my exact AC. Yeah, that hits.
That just hits. And you're going to take 27 points of damage from that scimitar attack. And it is going to make another slash at you. And that is going to be a critical miss. And that Skulm's turn is done. Next, the Skulm champion. And the Skulm champion is actually going to break away. Cauldra, do you have reactive strike?
Yeah.
Take your reactive strike as it is breaking away from you and coming after Rat.
You do.
Oh. Huh?
And we roll our basic reflex save. It is a critical success. And it takes no damage from the danger zone. Take your reactive strike, Cauldra. That is going to hit.
It has off guard for some reason.
Oh, yeah. Apparently, it's off guard. So, roll your critical.
Okay.
Oh, it's this one. You've got to target this one.
Oh, it didn't.
Oh.
Okay, so it's
Yeah, you have
just
to
a
move
hit.
your targeting.
It's a normal hit. Roll normal damage.
Okay.
And it's going to take some damage from that. And resist a lot of it.
Only what?
Yeah, that's weird.
What's
I get it doesn't take the bleed, but
what's the resistance on the
Jeez,
slash?
That's
that
a
thing
resistance
must have
to the
really-
slashing damage.
it's got resistance 13?
Yeah.
That's good.
Actually, let me
And-
look.
I scaled these Skulms, by the way, so.
Oh no, I'm talking about. Let me look at my damage. Oh, I just rolled really high on my slashing.
So
2 6s.
Rat is swinging this longsword down on you.
Well, so I'm going to use as well intercept foe. An ally is the target of an attack, and I can reach that ally with a straight action.
Nice.
You cannot stand still while your comrades might be in danger. Stride, and you must end your movement adjacent to the triggering ally.
Nice.
And I can still do this because I have an extra reaction, because I get an extra one through 1 minute here.
And
Yeah.
Rat is going
for
to get a
quick intercept.
+2 circumstance bonus to his AC against that strike. And that it still hits.
Yep, I have an AC of 30.
32 with the circumstance
32.
bonus.
Yeah.
Well, let's see
Quick
here.
intercept. At the start of your each of your turns, you gain an additional reaction that you can only use to intercept a strike.
Yep. So that's Intercept foe. Here. I think I have something to be able to take the strike too. Sorry, trying to find it because I haven't had a chance to actually use this.
It's awesome. You get to finally use your guardian abilities.
Right here it is. Intercept strike. You take the damage instead of your ally, but although thanks to your armor, you gain resistance to all damage against the triggering damage equal to 2 plus your level.
Nice.
So I will be taking the attack instead and have resistance 14.
All right, I'm going to target you and roll the damage. You take, with the resistance 14, you take only 3 points of that damage.
Yeah.
Which probably goes into your shield.
Yeah, I just used the shield block to take none.
Guardian is a hell of a tank.
Thanks for the help there, big guy.
Yeah, Skuldra sees him about to be attacked and truly looks to the two Skulm that are below him, scoffs, and dives over full and shield going right into the front of the strike.
Get down, Mr. President!
And this Skulm is going to come at Ada. Ada's clone. Ada B. Ada B is getting attacked with the scimitar. It is a 35 to hit. What is your AC?
Okay, and so that's the one that has the shield, so AC would be 28. So it isn't.
That was almost a crit.
You said does hit you, Ada?
No. Yes.
Well, I have one more reaction, guys, because of reaction time. Get down, Mr. President.
I was about to say that's the wrong one. The one over heals the one that's being hit.
Oh.
But it applies to both. It applies to both.
Yeah.
The same attack applies to both. So, yes, actually, this works.
That's cool.
I get 2 reactions just for my guardian stuff around, and then I have my standard reaction on top of that.
So, Cauldra is going to get the damage instead with a 14 resistance.
Yeah.
You only take 5 points of that damage.
And then with the shield hardness, I take none.
Until that shield gets broken.
It's not taking any damage yet because it hasn't worked through the hardness. The hardness is 13.
Magical shield bullshit.
19.
Captain America.
This Skulm is going to try again with that scimitar and figure out why it's affecting this guy all the way over in the other part of the stands.
I was about to say, why is it still?
Wish Warper is.
I was about to say, why is that thing targeting? Why is it targeting everybody? Test Guardian when it should be targeting Ada?
Wish Warper is wild.
It's so cool.
Witch Warper and Guardian are wild. I think we found a broken. I think we found something broken here.
The thing is, there's actually something better if Ada would have actually taken damage.
Oh, sorry.
That skull misses drastically with the critical miss.
But yeah, I was about to
champion
say, should I just say what the thing is?
Is also going to come after Ada.
Well, you might still take damage. I don't have any more reactions.
And that is a 28.
Exactly. 28 exactly matches my AC with the shield. And now comes the wheel shenanigans here.
Oh dear.
Warp
wounds.
Your reality
shifts to a partially overlap with another in which someone else was damaged instead of you. You gain resistance to all damage against the triggering attack equal to half your level. And one enemy or willing ally in your quantum field takes damage equal to the amount of damage prevented in this way. Do you want to shift it to Cauldra?
You shift it to Cauldra or Rat.
I'm pretty sure they're going to shift it to the enemy.
You shift it to the Skulm over here, all the way on the other side of the arena.
Surprise, bitch! That thing takes 6.
That's sick. Witch Warper and Guardian just, oh my gosh, that's so cool.
So this Skulm over here.
I am everywhere at the same time.
You thought you were fighting them? You are fighting me! Do not look at them.
Is wild.
Like, I was about to say, I don't know if anyone here has watched a YouTuber called Watching Battle, but I'm gonna quote them for a quick second. You killed one of me, but did you kill all of me?
And this Skulm is going to come over here and attack.
That itself has aim.
And
come on, man.
you are flanked. So you have
I know.
You have off guard.
I'm so lucky.
That is a 26 to hit. That does hit. Just hits after off guard.
Oh wait, yeah. Oh my gosh.
It just hits after off guard.
This is gonna be fun.
You say this while I'm being hurt.
And you take 33 points of damage from this scimitar attack. It found the Goblin. And the next Skulm. This Skulm over here is going to break away from the Vampral and come over here to Soma.
Rude.
I am sorry.
I haven't done anything
stop.
to it.
That's a Skulm for you. That is a 22 to hit, probably a miss.
That misses.
He sounds so personally attacked.
And
well, I am! Quite
Soma.
Literally!
Soma, it is your turn.
Alright, so you got some cool weapon, right?
I
Just
am
smack him.
quite literally being personally attacked. Okay. Someone's just gonna give this Skulm a really just baffled look, and then go here. I think this is 25 feet. Yeah. Go to here because this is 25 feet. I am going to upcast Gaia's Blessing
Nice.
as a touch spell using Zeal's spell delivery. So I grab Zeal out of my hood and mutter something against his fur, and then I'm gonna yeet him. And by that I just like toss him on the ground, and he's going to run his full movement to, well, not his full movement, but oh no, we were all, didn't want us all to go. Okay. There we go. He runs over to Pretty Foot to deliver that healing for me. And that was actually extremely frustrating that you moved that Skulm, because Zeal had a cool thing that he could have done if that Skulm had stayed there. So
either way, we can move this. But like, I am already a loving Witch Warple's brand of BS.
It's so cool.
Hey, roll the healing.
Okay. Hold on.
Gaia's
Fine.
Blessing is the Earth variant of heal.
You know, you can actually use this to target an undead and do damage with that.
And I should absolutely go through and make
Oh, acid damage. You're right. I could do that.
variants of harm for
That's
earth
fun.
and water.
Okay. Sorry. So it is 68. Sorry. I know how to do this because I'm casting it at 6th rank. Okay.
Wee!
Okay.
28
28
points of healing.
healing back to Prettyfoot. And that's those are all of my actions.
Nice. And the Skulm up here in the northeastern part of the arena is also going to gang up on Ada.
Really now?
No, my friend.
And Ada, you are getting attacked with a scimitar.
How about
Because
now?
they've now realized, oh shit, there's something weird about this person here. And that
I was about
scimitar
to say,
attack
somebody's
misses.
still playing the X-Files music.
And it's going to take another scimitar attack on you and probably misses. And next Skulm over here is charging at Coldra. And is going to take a scimitar attack on Coldra.
It can try.
It can try and it can miss.
Critically miss.
Yes, a critical miss. As it swings wide and comes at you again. Does that hit Coldra?
Nope. AC's 34, even while off guard.
That's cool.
And that Skulm's turn is done. And this Skulm is going to come up over here and going to make a short bow attack on Ada. And
Yeah,
critical
feels
miss
it.
with a 1 on the die.
Yeah,
Fumble.
and I was about to say, like, did I heal movement?
The ammunition from the weapon you are using falls from its container onto the ground. You have to spend one interact action to pick up one single piece of ammunition spilled this
Also,
way.
did I heal
Question. Is there a reason they're not fumbling when they critically miss me?
But
I don't
I was
know.
about to say, like, seriously, though.
Because they've critically
it
missed me like
succeeds.
3 or 4 times, but I'm not sure they've ever actually done
The fumbles are just happening on ones. They're not happening
Got
on
it.
I think they're happening
regular
on now.
critical misses.
Yeah, it only happens.
Rude.
The critical fumble only happens from the fumble deck. Only happens on ones, and the critical hit cards from the critical hit deck only happens on 20s.
Yeah, so
Rude.
the decks only happen on basically nat 1s and nat 20s.
By the way, this skull moved, and I
And
think
that's
they take
its
damage
turn.
from Ada's Witch Warper thing. Remember?
Yeah, but we only got that figured out to 12 file damage for the battle.
So, it is Coldra's turn. It is
Cool,
the
cool,
start
cool.
of round 3.
Let's see here.
Yeah, because I was about to say, the thing is, I could actually use a probably big amount of healing. Because being in 2 spaces at the same time tends to lead to more attacks landing on you.
Does your club
Maybe
like is
you
this
should
the
have thought
real?
of that when you did that 120 feet away from the healer. That's all I'm saying.
Is this no? Is this like Ada clone? Does it apply to the real Ada?
Yeah,
Yes,
basically,
it
Oh, okay.
any attack
and
to
action
Ada
economy.
applies to both.
Oh, okay.
Parallel forms is basically Ada can turn herself into her own eidolon.
That's cool.
Pretty damn much, and we even show action economy and whatnot.
Alright, I'm going to attack. Which one will attack? Let me start getting rid of these guys. Unfortunately, I'd have to move to get into a position to be flanking one of them.
Yeah,
So-
okay. I do have a bit of shenanigans that I wanted to try out to see if it works the way that I think that it does.
I think I'm just gonna attack this regular Skulm right in front of me so we can hopefully start getting rid of some of these guys.
Indeed.
They're so tanky.
They
They are.
They are definitely very tinky.
Jinx,
But I
one of you guys
think
all the other soda.
So, yeah. Just do each strike.
That is a 31 to hit on which Skulm? surrounded by
This
them.
one.
On the Skulm to the right in front of Rat. That is going to hit that Skulm.
Oh.
With it, you are swinging down this big grisly scythe. And that Skulm is going to take some damage. It is looking a bit battered.
And then second attack. Against the same guy.
33 is going to hit.
Cool.
That Skulm it takes some more damage from this scythe as it comes straight down into its shoulder.
And I guess third action, another attack. I'm not sure really what else to do here. I don't have much else for my actions. Well, let me check this. Well, go ahead and try this. The Skulm champion, I'm going to taunt.
Taunt the Skulm champion. That's going to go against its will DC. Roll your intimidation.
No, this is the taunt ability.
Oh.
This is a feature of Guardian. So with an attention-getting gesture, a cutting remark, or a threatening shout, you get an enemy to focus their eye on you. Even mindless creatures are drawn to your taunts. Choose a creature within 30 feet who must attempt a DC 29 will save.
And it rolls a critical success, a 20 on the die.
Well, then I won't speak more on it.
That's so sad.
Nothing happens. But at least I have my
It
reaction
ignores
back for
you.
people take more damage.
It ignores you and continues to target Rat.
Well,
Just
it's
little-
going to try. Correction.
I'm just a little guy. Please.
Does
but
that
that is my
manage
turn.
with Skulm?
You're right.
And Ada, which one of you is going to do which?
If anything, that is a brilliant pun to make. Just which is which.
Aha.
That's good. That's good.
Jeez, and I was about to
And
say, if anything,
Someone the witch
I'm
certainly
actually
appreciates
going,
that.
And meanwhile, I'm going to try and shake things up a little bit here. Because,
You
well,
weren't
first
shaking
things
things up
first-
already?
Fair point. like, if anything, I'm gonna stir the pot a little bit more. So my first action will be to sustain parallel forms. So that means that I still have the two. So that means I still have these active, which this can be sustained for up to a minute. And the thing is, I'm actually going to quickly disperse my quantum field
Oh no!
because I've got my own plans set up.
Okay, you disperse the quantum field.
Because I am going to go ahead and reestablish it, but in a different form, in the form of a quantum ore.
Oh god.
Each time I use Reality Warp to activate the quantum field, I can choose for the quantum field to be an aura around me that moves with me. If I do, Warp Reality gains the aura trait, and the quantum field you create is a 10-foot radius emanation targeting you.
Okay,
And
actually, I
since
need
these
to.
are both Ada, we have 2 fields!
That's cool. That's really cool.
A 10-foot radius emanation.
And now we've got Bloody 2. Because it's an aura on both.
Oh gods. So now it is targeting almost all of the Skulms in the arena, or at least half of them. There's a lot of Skulms here.
Joke's on you, a leash was never gonna work on Ada. She could always have 2 of them.
Jeez. And nonetheless, let's go ahead and just do a large quantum field again.
Oh.
So that means that the aura
Wow.
of both of these go up by 10.
Oh my gods.
Really looking forward to the day this class is officially automated.
Me too.
Huh.
It's like, what is good, homeboys? Welcome to my world.
Oh my gods.
And that
Yeah.
is all 3 of my actions because it
Oh,
was
gods.
sustaining. It is sustaining parallel lives,
Which
dismissing as
Warper
a
is
freak,
wild?
establishing it,
Cool.
then enlarged quantum field.
Which Warper is wild? Aime, what are you going to do? What is the Rudesmith going to do?
I'm going to ruin it up.
Like
course.
now, this is pod racing.
Rooted up.
Room it up.
Of course, that is what I do. I do it.
Albeit the thing is, I can only hope that I could actually live through this stone because Ada definitely needs healing. She's probably got the lowest AC of the bunch.
No,
I got
no
this.
living for you.
I got this. Don't worry. Rat can heal by stabbing you.
I don't think that's how healing works.
Neither do I.
That is.
Won't know
Risky
till we
surgery,
try.
baby.
And that is going
Oh,
to
no.
hit on the Skulm.
Okay, no, it's been at one-handed this entire time. I'm so sorry. It was,
even-
yeah. I know. This was just an accident. Ignore this. This is just for the damage roll.
Okay.
Because it was at 3d12, at 2d12. I was like, huh?
Yeah, I was about to say, there is a button to just roll for the damage.
Oh,
It takes a
I'm just,
big chunk of that damage. It is
and then,
looking really battered. As you come down on
Now-
it with this bastard sword. Now you're etching a rune.
Now.
What rune?
I am gonna etch the rune Atro, Rune of Fire.
Oh gods. You're gonna blow this thing
Now,
up.
and now
I
I
hope
am
so.
gonna do another thing. I'm also gonna trace another rune.
Oh no.
So, cool thing
Oh,
about
God.
runesmiths is you can add in an additional property to a rune.
Manon's about to say Hakai.
Literally, yeah.
What are you going to add to this rune?
Diacritic Rune of Intensity. So you can apply the effect onto the monster. By the way, that was 2 actions.
Fatal way to
One to
affect
strike,
when the base wound,
and-
when the base wound is invoked, its invocation gains a status bonus to damage equal to your intelligence modifier.
So that is a +5 to damage. And now, Snap Finger, invoke the runes.
Oh my
Okay.
gods.
Runesmith is so fun. I'm so happy Binary yoinked Necromancer from me.
Like, I was about to say, like,
It rolls
just
a
what?
DC and rolls a 1 on the die. Holy
This
crap.
thing.
Roll that damage. I want to see all this damage die.
Literally just Aime
This
literally just
thing
puts his
is
hand on
so
the thing,
dead.
like
It is
Miles
so
Morales
dead.
says in like Vital
Most
Pulse.
likely.
Just, hey.
It is most likely very, very dead.
Also had to add in a.
If anything, rather than Hakai now, I'm just thinking of it like towards the end of like Spider Pulse. Although he just
And
puts his
I
hand
roll
on
that
things.
dice and it
Hey.
takes.
Now let me
double
roll it
that.
again.
Yep.
Now, add in. Don't forget to add in +10
Oh, dear
because
gods.
of my ear tree.
Oh my god.
So it does 47.
Wait, so normally it's 42, then we double that.
Oh wait, it's
84!
It is very, very dead. It is
Toasted.
turned to ashes and gone.
Tips
Okay,
hat
some of which actually
fix-
did manage to do Hakai. What the fuck?
fixes his wizard hat. Huh. I thought these. I've heard rumors that these skulls were actually quite strong. Huh. I guess I had to. Yeah, the researchers. Alright, that's it. That's my turn.
Wow.
Like, if anything, this is just a display of madness when it comes to testing.
Yeah, it is now Bastille's turn, and Bastille, as your turn begins, you once again are struck by another vision. And this time, in this vision, you see this head lopped off this man who is dressed in this sharp black suit. His head is lopped off and it goes rolling down the hill. And as you're looking down, you see your katanas. You have 2 katanas in your hands. And they are draped in blood.
Do I recognize the person's head rolling at all?
I don't know. Roll. Roll a wisdom check.
A wisdom check.
Yes.
Okay. No skill applied to it?
Nope.
Cool, then this will just truly be a straight d20.
As this.
Untrained
minus-
improvisation of by chance apply?
Yes.
Hey! Eh.
What are you doing?
So it's effectively just a d20 plus 12.
Basically. I'm just gonna roll thievery. It has a plus 12 to it, so easy enough.
Alrighty.
Well, then let's see the result.
Let's see the result. It is 26. You think you might recognize him, but you're not entirely 100% sure. You think it might be a man that you've heard Irene and Crystal talk about sometimes, named Morpheus. Give me a moment.
While we're waiting on him, does anyone remember the archer person's name? I'm terrible with them.
Sarah. Sarah
I thought
Aria.
it was Sarah, just wanted to make sure.
SERA.
By the way,
Oh, I was just saying I had to make sure because Sarah sounded too plain, honestly. I was like, is that right? I don't think that's right. No, that's
Don't
right.
worry, it's spelled unusually.
poor Sarahs are listening in.
So look, if other Sarahs aren't in a fantasy world where we've got a character named Coldremanir Zerixilver.
But we also got
Alright.
Adolin, and we also have Willa.
Yeah, strangely, Brown, I was just making, and making a ruling right on the spot to decide how he's going to recognize this man.
Morpheus. How do I know them? Oh wait, we're fighting. That's right.
Oh, shit.
I think we're just gonna go over here. Because that'll be flanking that one Skulm, and then I'll be able to target this other Skulm champion.
Yeah, you're flanking this Skulm with Willow.
Yep. And then we're gonna do a claw strike. Well, that's a terrible roll.
Well,
So
momentum.
sad.
Do I use... Yeah, screw it. I'll use my story point.
By the way, Binary, don't forget to move your targeting.
Yes. Reroll using a story point.
Story point it. And that is going to be a 34 to hit on this Skulm that is looking very, very bruised and battered. It has splinters taken out of its bones. Got a big chunk taken out of its skull. And it's actually even missing its jaw.
I assume that's just a regular hit, just to verify.
Yep.
Okay.
Is I guess you'd say that was a bit of a jaw dropper.
There's those zinging
That
one-liners
was
again.
a bit too, that was a bit too much than they could chew. Nice.
Yeah. Maybe I should have used Society for that one.
So 11 damage, however, I can spend an action immediately to grab the target.
Okay, let's see if It takes 3 points of damage from that.
Athletics check for the grab.
Yes, roll your athletics check for the grab.
Right. Here.
And does that work on this Skulm? I believe it gets its
but
fortitude DC, and it works. It is grabbed.
hey. So let's see here. So now they have off guard and immobilize. And if they attempt any manipulate action while grabbed, they must succeed on a DC 5 flat check or it is lost. Roll the check after spending the action but before any effects apply. So after that grab, then I am going to try and bite it.
Nice.
Sorry, it doesn't stop being funny.
It is
bones.
Yeah. Bastille's a good boy. Or good android. Automaton.
Unfortunately.
Yes, like the thing is, I actually wanted to see if I could somehow manage to snag. I actually want to see if I could somehow manage to snag a kill off of Volpaloons because at the moment it's dealing 6.
Yep. Shadow mentioned that earlier. Thank you, Strangely Brown.
Huh?
Got some
But that
chatters.
is my turn.
And that is a miss on that Skulm. That is the end of your turn.
Yep.
Willow. Let's see. I think Willow wants to do something for a change. Willow's going to smash down on the Skulm with their Ghost Touch Tree Club. Willow brings out, uses an action to bring out this tree club, and it is this just big club that is like shaped like a tree. And Willow attacks with their tree club. And 33 to hit, that is going to hit. And their tree club does 5 points of bludgeoning damage.
Not bad.
And they're going to take another hit on this thing. 28. That is going to hit this Skulm. And that is another 11 points of damage to the Skulm as it comes down straight on its skull. And the skull shatters beneath the brunt of this giant club. And it is dead. Again.
Play dead once, now son, it's dead twice.
And now we have this Skulm over here to the northwestern part of the arena. This Skulm is going to attack Ada. They don't like you, Ada. And that is a 26 to hit.
Yep, that does land exact.
Does Cauldron do anything?
Which one is attacking?
The one to the left of Ada.
It's like this one over here.
No, that one will allow.
That one you will allow. Okay.
Poor
I gotta
Ida.
watch out for the Skulm champion.
Warp wounds.
But it doesn't mean I won't warp the wounds on it.
Your reality shifts to partially overlap with another in which someone else was damaged instead of you. You gain resistance to all damage against the triggering attack equal to half your level, and one enemy or willing ally in your quantum field takes the damage equal to the amount of damage instead.
And I will have the 6 right back at it.
So it is going to take 6 of that damage itself.
Like, there's this thing called spite. It rhymes with spike.
And yeah, it's got some spite towards you too. Maybe not. Attack it with that with scimitar again, and it is a critical miss. And it's going to end its turn right there. Rat.
Yeah, bug off.
Rat.
Okay.
Lauren, what are you going to do? It is twisting reality right next to you, and this is probably. And as this is going on, Rat, make me a will save, as you
Are you
see
kidding me?
this cloaked figure, this figure draped in yellow robes, over on the northwestern part of the arena. You roll a 35 for your will save. You don't gain another point of unnerved.
I see you, but I don't care about you. My friend over here is dying.
Yeah, what are you going to do?
2 action heal.
To action heal. You actually have a heal spell. You
Yeah.
cast
For
a 2
once.
action heal against the living. Are you sure you're
I'm
not
gonna-
doing it against the dead?
Yeah, I mean, is Ada dead?
No.
Not yet.
Anyways.
Are you sure,
Brother,
are you
how
sure
much-
you're not going to do it against the undead here?
I mean, Ada's bleeding. She's gonna go down.
Yeah, sure.
And our healer is all the way down in the stands, having a picnic with the other Skulms.
Okay, so you cast with this 2 actions with a range of 30 feet. You heal Ada. You didn't really need to spend 2 actions on that.
I mean, she was near death.
Ada is healed for 35.
How much Missia did that take?
How much Mispia did that take? What rank did you cast it at? Rank 3?
3rd. Yeah, 3rd.
Yeah, that. Let me quickly check.
I think that takes 5.
You might be right. You might be right. Let me quickly check. Over here. And yes, it does. That costs 5.
Thank you. Apologies.
No worries.
Yes, if anything, I have the Mistia casting cost page play open
Yep.
on my phone.
Yep. You also have it on your sheet.
Oh. Apologies.
No worries.
Not much of a caster.
Yeah, you're mostly a rogue.
Yeah, I like
Who's
the
casting
stab
some spells from your Ghost Hunter archetype.
thing. Yeah. The spirits help.
They do.
Anyways, the spirits say you must die. This Skulm is gonna get got. Oh wait, he's not off guard, so I can't. All I can do is just smack. Yeah.
Smack it. Oh my god, that was almost on 20. That is 24 to hit on which skull?
This one.
This one. That skull. It misses.
That's so sad. Oh, okay, that's enough rat time.
Yep. And next, the Skulm champion. To right back of Rat. Rat, you're getting a longsword to the back. And that is a 32 to hit on you, Rat.
Yeah.
And that is going to deal 28 points of slashing damage.
Ouchies.
And
Is Cauldron gonna do anything, or am I just
Which one
Okay.
is that from? Regular Skulm or Skulm Champion?
Skulm Champion.
champion?
Yeah, I'll intercept that one with one of
He
my.
intercepts. I love the Guardian.
Right?
So it don't even happen because of the AC boost.
Well, no, I still. So when I intercept them like that, I take the damage unless the AC. So. Rat's AC boosts by 2, first of all.
Nice.
What's your AC at with that, Rat?
30.
That
So then,
misses
yes,
them.
you don't take any damage. I don't even have to take the damage.
Oh,
Oh.
right, because of the off-guard stick.
Nice.
Yeah, because I can either boost your AC by 2, or I can just take the damage myself,
Nice.
essentially.
So
It's like we
that
don't see a
skull
lot of
misses
blink.
without attack, and it's just going to take another attack. One more attack, and that probably misses because of Cauldron.
Do you have to? Is it for the entire time, or do you have to individually use a reaction?
Let me check. So there are 2 different reactions. So one is intercept foe, one is intercept strike. Let's see here. So this is elegance +2 circumstance bonus. It's only against that specific strike. So,
Yeah. That 28
Um,
does hit.
but I can do it again. Because again, I have a free reaction for interception.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
So it does the damage.
It does no damage because I put his AC to 30 again
Okay.
because of quick intercept.
Okay. Now this champion.
And I have 1 reaction left for anything else that might come.
This champion over here next to Ada is going to attack Ada with its longsword. And that is going to be 36 to hit.
I will
That
take the damage from that.
is a bit fearful. Yeah, because that would have been a critical hit.
Oh goodness, I'm so glad I healed you, Ada.
Yeah, I will use my last reaction to take the damage for that hit.
Alrighty.
It's like, if anything, I just imagine, like, I just imagine that Cole is just throwing the shield Captain America style.
Well, so the shield is actually built into his arm, so he can't do that, but he is very large. So what it's going is like, his hand becomes just a pillar between the person and the thing attacking them as it slides in the way.
Nah, man, you have a shield boomerang. And you just, like, launch it like it's a thing.
No, the shield is literally built into his arm, is what I'm saying.
Ah.
That's why he can wield a scythe while, is because of, like, the Gola stuff he's got allows him to have the shield built into his arm.
Ah, okay, then nice.
Yes.
Okay.
Now we just wait for damage.
Here comes the damage. And that is 26 points of damage to who?
To Coldra, so reduced by 14 due to the resistance, makes it 12. And then yeah, shield block will make it none.
And how much how much
The
HP
shield block
does
shield
the
block's hardness is 13. It doesn't get through the hardness.
It doesn't get through the hardness. Damn.
That's
This is
insane.
what Cauldron was built for.
It's like I am playing the file, and my teammates are freaking
And
letting
this
me set
Skulm.
this whole place on fire.
The Skulm is making a scimitar attack.
That is all
is
his reactions.
A
So
miss. And another
Okay.
scimitar attack. And
Got
that
it.
is a miss.
Dude, that one straight nat 20 is gonna actually, I think, knock me down.
if we ever get to level 20, Guardian gets so off with reactions. The 20th level one I plan to take is Boundless Reprisals. At the start of each enemy's turn, you gain a reaction you can only use during that turn from any reaction with a Guardian Feeder class feature.
So
I will-
basically, every tone you get a new reaction.
Correct.
Oh geez, I have actually got to look at what Rich Warble has in stock, so it's high level shit.
And Soma, this Skulm is coming after you. I'm sorry. You're the closest one.
So I'm sorry, I can't do anything to block for you.
This is fine.
What?
That is a 27 to hit. Does it hit, Soma?
A 27 misses.
27 misses.
Vlorsting, do something.
Vlorsting's fighting off his own Skulms. That is 29 to hit.
Fight these ones we're
29
fighting.
does hit.
Yeah.
That one does hit. And that is
Okay.
22 points of damage. And I have a cat literally climbing all over everything. I'm sorry, Soma.
Nope. Hold on.
Are
I know
you?
how to do math.
By the way, someone, you can use Vitality, the healing magic, to hurt undead.
I know. There's just there's other stuff that I want to do as well.
We believe in you.
Is it my turn,
It's almost your turn.
Seth? Or
It is
Okay.
your turn now, Soma.
okay. I was like, why is there silence? I took the damage.
I'm dealing with a cat.
Okay. Oh, I see.
How are you
alright.
wounded?
This cat is going crazy.
Who were you talking to, Shadow?
Yeah,
So
how do
why
you
is she
have the
wounded?
wounded one condition? You should
Yeah,
have
you.
that.
I don't know.
You should not have
I
that.
probably accidentally clicked something. I'm also, I don't think, not prone. I probably accidentally. Oh, I know. I accidentally took myself below 0 hit points while I was trying to adjust my HP.
Stop hindering yourself.
That's why.
Stop hitting yourself, Soma.
Yeah, basically. Alrighty. Oh, I had a thing I was going to do. Okay. So, we're there. Bastille is injured. Okay.
I mean, Ida might be worse off at this point.
Yeah, but I can't get to Ida.
Fair
Don't
enough.
worry, you can
This
leave
is what
Ida up
happens
to me.
when we are in a giant field.
Listen, Soma, I got this. You can leave Ida up to me. I have been her caretaker this entire time. She is my responsibility.
This is what I can do. Is
We're talking like Ada is a rat's child.
Is she not? She
what I
wears a
can
leash
do-
attached to him. He supervises her whenever he can so she doesn't get lost. If she's not, what do you tell me?
looks at Twilight.
What?
One day the DM will give us story points for how many times we've made him laugh. One day.
At this point, you're all full up on story points. You all get story points. Story points for everyone.
Yeah!
We're close
I
to
was
the end of the
about to say,
session.
like, I
Anyways, so
haven't even really used my one yet.
we're close to the end of the session, anyways. Life
Start
boost.
blasting him, folks.
You're spending a focus point.
Ada.
Oh
you
wait, it's a
gain
hex.
Yes,
Ooh.
it's a hex. So
Is
I'm
it a cantrip?
spending a focus. No? What?
Are you
What are
spending
you
a
saying?
focus point?
Yes.
You're spending a focus point. Not a
Yes.
cantrip.
I'm spending a focus point. It's not a cantrip. The
Who's getting a life
so I'm
boost?
spending a focus point. Can I say my thing?
Sure.
Never mind. I'm casting life boost. Whatever. It's targeting Ada. You gain fast healing 2, but it's heightened to it's automatically heightened to 6th level, I'm pretty sure. 6th rank.
Yep.
Correct.
So I believe that you get fast healing 12?
12.
And
Nice.
that's my turn.
Wow.
How slow is Soma?
I have 25 feet of movement, okay? I'm little.
It's okay. I too only have 25 movement. So how fast
This is
is
a big
Rat
deal.
in Aime?
Yes. Aime has 40, Rat has 35.
Okay.
I'm a little
Yeah.
caster. I'm not meant to be running around.
Even Coldra only has 25.
Okay, this Skulm is going to attack Willow. Willow hasn't got hit once. We're gonna spread it around. Oh my! It's a 20
That was
on
a
the
crit.
die.
Raise his hand. Alright, guys. Are we gonna check his dice?
And this is slashing. This is normal damage. It is normal
Sorry.
damage.
Sorry,
So-
Ducky. We didn't mean to kill Willow.
With normal damage. Boom. And the target takes 1d8 bleed. The target can't talk, cast spells with a verbal component, or breathe while subject to the. Oh my. Throat slash. Oh my god.
Fucking hell.
That's so rough.
Ouch. Ouch. Damn. I'm sorry, Willow.
Are you?
Yes, I am. I don't. I don't
Pressing
want
X
you to
to doubt.
die. Honest.
You forgot to double that damage.
It's normal. It's normal damage. It's normal damage.
Okay. Thanks, Seth. You're the best.
It is another Skulm's turn. If this cat would stop playing with things behind my monitor. And this Skulm takes an attack on the Goblin under the bench. 31. Does that hit?
Yeah. Yeah, that hits.
And you take 27 points of slashing damage.
Jeez.
That's a big ouch. Let's see if it misses this one, and it misses. And this Skulm is going to attack the big giant Gola
Okay, good.
and miss horribly. try
They
to attack
cannot
again
get
because
in
it's
for the
not very
life of
smart. And that is going to also miss horribly. That is the end of that Skulm's turn. And let's see, this Skulm is going to shoot a short bow at Ada and critically miss with a 1 on the die.
Okay. I was gonna say I just healed her.
Until the end of
You
your next
can't do
turn,
this
your
to me.
attacks require an extra action to use.
Better luck next time.
That one is called Aim Carefully Next Time. It is trying to very carefully aim at Ada. And now it's for its second attack. It's spent 2 actions and critically misses again. And at the end of that round, all of the Skulms,
reality is the only thing that's distorting
all of these
around
Skulms
you.
surrounding you suddenly collapse into a pile of bones. And that is the end of this battle. As they each all collapse in a pile of bones. As though the spell that was keeping them alive suddenly ended. Or something. You're not sure.
Are we actually full on story points?
Yes.
I would like to use that's canon.
What's canon?
The announcer for the tournament fight that had been like watching from where he could announces that due to the progress Bastille showed in comparison to what the others showed, Bastille and Aime showed in comparison to the other two, we have been announced as the winners of the fights.
Cheeky bugger. Jeez, and I was about to say, like, kind of, as the kind of quantum fields eventually just dissipate, I actually want you guys to try and guess which one I had tracked as the original one.
The one on the right.
This one. Yeah, this one's the original.
The you also get 48 hit points from life boost. Those 4 rounds of 12 HP fast healing.
Yep, so now Ada is back up to 108 HP.
Okay.
The
so
alls are now down, and there was only just one Ada left, and it's the one on the right.
So that is the end of that combat. Heal yourselves up. The announcer announces after all that, are we continuing this? Are we continuing these games? We will have an announcement for you if we're actually going to be continuing these games at a later time, probably tomorrow morning.
But of this fight, at least, Bastille and Aime are the winners.
Yes.
Yeah.
Seth,
Yes.
since I have 3 story points, I would like to do that's canon for rats.
Yeah.
What is the canon this time?
I want to send a message to Astor and yell at him.
You're yelling at a great old one. Have
Yes.
good luck with that.
Yeah, essentially, well, I don't know. It could be like during a nightmare he's having or something like that. But he's like gonna wake up in a cold sweat, like sick of it. He's gonna say, "You know what, Pastor, Yellow King, whatever your name is, I want you to know is what you did to me. Don't sit right with me. I will find a way to break this arrangement we have."
And the response you get is, "Good luck." So you spend the night healing up after that climatic battle, and and the next morning you hear that the championship, they have decided that the championship games will continue, and they are moving on to the Mystimon Hunt Battle event. So, they are moving on to the Mystimon Hunt Battle event, which is a triathlon event where everyone can enter. And the goal of this event is for participants to head out into the wilderness in an up to 10-mile range around Evergreen City, where you will hunt and imprint as many Mystimon as you can, with the goal to build a team of 3 Mystimon, which you will then bring into battle in a tournament afterwards. And Soma and Bastille, you went with Sarah to go have a chat with Arenal.
Actually, Aime was the only one that went with there, but still, someone stayed back to talk with Drakor.
But now we're here.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
And Bastille certainly wants to have a talk with her now.
Yeah, no.
You have a chat with Arenal, and Sarah is confronting Arenal and asks her, "What are you hiding?" And Arenal explains that, "Do you know why I use Black Mystia?" And
Because you woke up as a creation unsure of any of your memories and then had access to magic you knew nothing about.
that quiet. Arenal is looking at you with a smirk.
That is why I use Black Mystia.
Arenal says,
Soma pats Bastille's arm and says, "We know."
Arenal says, "I can't use White Mystia. I never had the aptitude. You do, Sarah. You're damn good at it. You just chose not to. I was not gifted with that ability. Besides, what really is the difference between life and death anyway? Death is just another part of the cycle." And Sarah replies, "I suppose you're right. Why aren't you affected by the corruption? Your complexion's normal as the day we last saw each other years ago. Like you haven't been affected at all. Huldra, I can understand. Or even Bastille, I can understand Bastille not being affected. Big automaton here. But why you?" And Arenal laughs and says, "A lot of people ask me that. Truth is, I don't know. I suppose it doesn't affect me the same way." "So, you're not an assassin anymore?" And Arenal shakes her head. I ran into some trouble a while back in the Quartric Islands. Usually I'd been able to get out without detection, but I think whoever hired me set me up. And a group of adventurers managed to track me and almost caught me," Arenal says. "I got out by the skin of my teeth, really. Only because those adventurers were kind of laughably inept." And as she is explaining this, Bastille, yours is suddenly getting this, like, these visions, like, you are reliving what she is saying. And she says, these adventurers were kind of laughably inept, and Sarah says, I knew it. It had all the hallmarks of your work, but did you see me at all? Ernell nods and says, for a brief while, I saw both you and Carii. Seemed better. Did you know those adventurers?
Is there anything I can mention regarding what I see that, like, would be very specific, like one of the traps or otherwise?
Yeah, actually, you recognize Ernell in this moment. You recognize that you did almost catch her, but she escaped because you made a huge mistake. And Ernell, Sarah nods and says, yes, actually, those adventurers saved the world from the cataclysm. How did they screw up? Ernell laughs. Mostly it was the lizard. He was within inches of catching me, but he bubbled it up. I'd never laughed so hard in my life. And as she says that, you're recognizing this as like a memory of yours. You remember being a Saurus.
Do I remember how I bumbled it up, so to speak?
You bumbled it up because you accidentally mistook her trail as a Mystimon's trail that went off a path off a cliff. And you can't quite figure out why you mistook the footprints of a Galvaran for those of a Mystimon.
I thought you were going off a cliff.
Ernell looks at you like, huh?
Cliff.
Cliff?
Cliff.
Are you broken?
Cliff. Off. You were off cliff. But weren't.
I think
Mistake.
your robot's broken.
That was mistake made. Off trail. Following Mystimon.
Okay,
Soma is
so-
watching Bastille in concern.
I was about to say, how does one exactly reboot an automaton? Do they just hit it on the side of the head or something?
Cliff.
And Ernell continues on with what she's saying. As Sarah asks her, do you know who hired you? Ernell says, I have no idea. At the time, it was usually my policy not to ask questions, but after that, I did try to track them down. When they hired me, I was in Olmana at the time. I met with them one time, and they wore a cloak and a hood, so I never saw his face. All I could tell you is his voice. I'll have to explain. I think if I were to hear it again, I would definitely be able to identify it. After just managing to escape those adventurers, I tried tracking down whoever hired me, but I lost track of them after Paruma. How do you respond to this?
Is Bastille able to remember, like, the voice or the name?
Well, you do have a recording of a voice. If you want to try using that.
I mean, if he has any reason to think it would be associated to Zolgoth's voice, he'll play the recording.
Okay. And she immediately says, yeah, that's it. Exactly. That's definitely it. And then Sarah is looking stunned. That makes sense. The last time the tribunal encountered him was Paruma. All fits. Now the question is, why would he want the Kuna Brave dead? And given the kind of man he is, why would he hire the job out? Why not just do it himself?
Did he know who you were?
Now that you mention it, Aranel says, he definitely knew me. Even saying my full name, Aranel Ariane. And Sarah is like in total disbelief and shock as she says this. No. How could he know? How could he possibly know? The family secret died with Carii. I never took up the family secret. I left Olympus for that reason. Aranel had nothing to do with it. She's always been the black sheep of the family. Sorry.
What is your relation to Morpheus?
Aranel says, I have no idea who you're talking about.
He'll turn to Sarah.
Morpheus was the villain who actually started the whole cataclysm, the whole attack of the Dragon Lords in the Korchka Islands. But
Two
Are
swords.
you okay?
Cut head off.
Are you okay?
I am Bastille.
And Sarah's thinking, now it all makes sense. His interest in the Dragon Eyes, his interest in the Arianes. She looks up at Aranel. Why are you here? And Aranel looks at everyone and she says, I received an invitation. And then I decided to compete in the qualifiers. And everyone...
Invitation from whom?
Yeah, she doesn't know. You suddenly realize you received invitations from some unknown source. And... Soma, do you have anything else to say?
Do we have the invitations with us?
Yes.
I want to pull it out and see if our RNL, like if it looks like the one she received.
She says, as she nods, what's going on? Do you have any idea who would send us these?
Zolgoth.
Zolgoth. Probably
likes to
that
play with his food.
which hired Zoran that chased you.
Zolgoth. This is this guy that you're chasing?
His
Yes.
body is in the wood near here, but we can't get to it right now.
Sarah says, I think this is a trap.
Well, no shit. Sorry.
I think he drew us here on purpose. What is this plan?
He's been
Entertainment.
He wants to draw the Dragon Lords here and set off another cataclysm.
Is that really
I don't
his plan?
entirely trust if that's all it is.
And to be continued next
I'm
time
going-
on Mystimon Saga Hidden Archives. If you enjoyed today's show, how about you do us a favor and drop us a like and a comment, maybe consider subscribing or following. We would also love for you to join our Pathfinder 2e lovers and Mystimon Saga fans on our Discord and catch our next episode live in 2 weeks on Thursday. Or catch us on our podcast, which will be launching this summer. Thank you, and we will see you next time.
It's summer.
I
See
heard
you
Snowy.
later.
Yes,
I'm
we all
going-
heard
I heard
Sally.
him now.
To crash out. You always do this whenever I'm like, oh, answers, yes. Ah.
JK, no answers. No answers for you. JK.
Not until next time.
Like,
Not
I was
until
about to,
next
Matt
time.
just expects the
Next
play
time.
answers to show up like before we end the session, but then it just says to be continued, and Rad's just like still animate doing the thing. It's like, oh, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, he's just eating popcorn, and it's just like,
Yeah.
to be continued. He just throws the entire bag at the TV.
Yeah, Snowy is going absolutely bananas. I think she's yelling at me for
like-
food.
Jeez, it's like the one bit from, I think it was like the original Gremlins movie, I think, where it has Hulk Hogan in it. With the
And-
freaking movie theater.
Elle, I think you've got to head off to bed. You've got work tomorrow.
Yep. Have a great night,
Take it
everybody.
Good night.
Take it
Elle.
easy, though.
You
Have a nice
too.
night.
I need to do the same.
Good night, Binary.
Good night, Binary. Take it easy, man.
Yep, will in just a moment. I just gotta screenshot a thing because this book takes forever to load, so.
But still, like, yeah, it's like, Witch Warper was really damn fun.
Witch Warper is
Yeah.
wild. It is wild.
Gotta
Yeah, it's like from what I'm
Throw
picking up,
this-
it's basically AoE control cranked up to 15.
That's
Yeah.
insane.
It is wild AF.
And if anything, I think this is actually perfect for Ada.
Nice. By the way, Twilight, how close was Ada to going down?
Before that heal, she had 25 HP left.
Oh my
Damn.
gosh. So no
Damn.
wonder why Seth was like, oh, you're gonna hurt the undead with that heal? Huh? You want to hurt the undead with that heal? No, I want to heal my badly injured friend.
I was like,
Cool.
because that could have done a shit ton of damage to those undead.
Oh yeah, I know. It's just that there's a lot of them, and I feel like
Yeah.
keeping Ada up
And
was more
I was about to say,
important.
if anything, the main reason why her AC is relatively so low is because she doesn't have actual armor. Her only
Oh,
armor in the
it's-
past was when she used to be a kineticist that was older than armor.
Oh no. Yeah, I understand. I just have
I think
clothes.
Ada needs to hit up the shops.
Yeah.
Albeit I don't think she can actually use that much to play heavier armors because she's got +2 in strength and +2 in dex.
You can get a leather. I think most arcane
Yeah.
spellcasters are trained in leather and light.
Yeah,
And if
I'll be
you
able-
wish to pin such, I am putting the unnerved stuff in hidden archives so it's easy to reference. Because
Alrighty.
the PDF takes forever to load anytime I try and load it up.
No
Yeah,
problem.
Thank you.
Which I'm sure is because it's like 500 pages long, but I need to load all 500 pages anytime I need to refer to unnerved.
Yeah.
but yeah,
I think
but
the
if
book is
anything,
also
Ada
just
does
badly
actually
optimized.
have access to. Ada does have semi-access to medium armor thanks to armor proficiency.
Yeah, so we can get you some. Ada and Rhett can go on a little shopping date.
Yep. You should probably do that before the Mystimon hunt battle.
Oh,
Yeah, that
I'm
sounds
looking.
like probably a good thing. I mean, I don't know
Culprits
if
took
you would
no
do that like in
damage.
between sessions. I mean, I don't know if that would happen like in between sessions or if that would just be kind of like a bit before the event happens.
You can definitely do it between sessions. During downtime, just hit up the RP hub in Evergreen Hub.
Culture took no damage in that fight. Which is very funny to think about with how many hits he took.
Yeah. Guardian is
Oh,
also
well.
wild.
Yeah,
It's
I can't
great.
wait. I'm so sad that duty had to be retired because the commander class is so fun.
Like I was about to
Yeah.
say, like you literally just hook
Hopefully-
high to that son of a bitch.
Hopefully, Duty will be back one day.
Hopefully.
Eventually, so at level 14, I can get improved intercept foe, which gives me another additional reaction.
Yeah, I've got some XP to calculate.
And then let's see here, level 16. Not sure which one I'll take. Might be never, might be improved reflexive shield. Because improved reflexive shield when I use shield block against damage resulting from a reflex save. Aegis and allies who would take damage due to reflex save gain the same benefits. Clang just allows me to make a reaction attack against someone who attacks me and misses.
That's
And then-
wild.
Never just like gives me a +4 circumstance bonus to any save that would confuse or control me. Because screw you for trying to make me hurt my friends.
And also, I just now found out that most medium almost require a +3 in strength to avoid the penalties.
Oh yeah, and then at level 18, my options are shield from spells or perfect protection. Which I'll probably
Like, are
take
you-
perfect protection.
I mean, like, are you actively going to try to use like athletics and stuff like that as a witch warper?
Yeah, and I was about to say, if like on the topic of kind of like ladle class feats and whatnot with Witch Vorpal, some of these things are both really good, but also really niche at the same time.
Alright, see you nerds. Have a good night.
Good night.
Have a nice
Yeah,
night,
have a good
Binary.
night.
Thanks for playing.
Yeah.
So, Seth, what's like?
Because when it comes to level 14, I know which one I'm going to bloody get. The persistent
Nice.
quantum field.
You were going to ask me a question?
Yeah, I'm gonna say. So, like, with the reference to Morpheus and Atreus, or the lizard folk, were those like previous players?
Yes.
Oh, that's sick.
The first one was not a previous player per se, but an NPC.
So yeah, so it's like he was the big bad guy that started everything.
Morpheus was definitely the a big bad. They didn't really start everything, but he started a lot of shit that the tribunal had to deal with. And that's definitely something that we will chat with Cyber and Mike about whenever we can get around to doing the tribunal era recap. We've already finished the Hidden Archives era recap. That's season 7 through to 10. and we did the season 11 recap and the season 12 premiere. And at some point, I have to get together with Cyber and Mike and record the seasons 1 to 6 recap. And I think I need to feed this cat.
I hear Snowy going crazy.
Yes.
Anyways, thanks for running. It's been fun, dude.
Absolutely, absolutely. Thanks for playing.
Have a nice night, Twilight.
Have a nice night,
you
Snowy.
Yes, I was about to say, if anything, I'll more than likely be tuning out for the night as well, as it's
Yeah.
going at about quarter till midnight my time.
Yeah.
Okay.
12:44. Hey, night, guys.
Good night.
Right.
And good night to everyone on Twitch and YouTube. Please drop us a like or dislike if you really don't like us. And follow, subscribe, all that other jazz. Thank you for all the follows. Good night.